Welcome back to session, I don't even know, session 17 of Rippers Resurrected. Had we not spent 6 or 8 sessions on chasing down Anton and the Hyde Serum, we might have progressed through the plot point a little quicker. That's all right. Tonight, session 17. Everybody's here. Mike and Bob are remote.
Wait a minute, that whole thing with the Hyde Serum was a plot point?
No, it wasn't. That was a Josh point.
That's what I thought. We basically spent 6 sessions just dicking around.
Hey, that was a great dicking around.
Have you met our group? Let's order breakfast.
2 hours later, you don't even have real food in front of you.
Service here is terrible. Still haven't gotten my breakfast.
If it took us as long to order breakfast in games as it did in real life, we'd be kicked out.
That's why we're never eating breakfast in Germany again, Bob.
Oh, I was thinking about Area 51.
Yeah, Area 51. So last session, just to recap, because it has been a few weeks, because we had some issues with scheduling. I got to talk to you guys about scheduling. I can't make Mondays. We have to shift to Tuesdays if that works for everybody for like 5 weeks.
Sure.
Last session, you guys met the Rosicrucians. You attempted to save the Egyptian Museum in France, and another obelisk was blown up at the Place de la Concorde.
Oh boy, that's 2 obelisks now.
Yes, that you're aware of. But you did bring back the Rosicrucian journal of the late Johann von Helsing, and you solidified the alliance of... I don't know what Jeff is doing.
I'm moving up.
I think you missed your...
You solidified the alliance, the return of the Rosicrucians to the Rippers.
I'm only doing still good, bad, and ugly.
Jeff is being completely inappropriate right now, only visually.
Good, bad, ugly, that depends on your point of view.
So, you're back in London. It's we're going to say it's probably April 1895.
Sure.
Oh, that's a good year.
And you've been around the lodge a little bit. You returned from your trip to France, hailed for bringing the Rosicrucians back into the fold. Mina's appreciated that. It was something only you could do because of your previous interaction with the Rosicrucians in Germany.
Why did we not own this lodge yet?
Because it's like the headquarters. It's the headquarters of the headquarters. Is the lodge headquarters.
And Josh, how have the two groups been meshing in the subsequent months? Are they?
It's only been a couple weeks. It's only been a couple weeks. Formalities are still being ironed out, but you know, it's going to be positive in the long run. You know that.
Got it. Okay.
Has the earthquake hit my homeland yet?
No.
Okay.
Have you been doing your research on your...
Yeah. What are you doing research?
Sorry.
Where's my water glass? All right. Jonathan Quirk.
Yeah, water.
As per usual, every few nights Jonathan disappears from his bedroom, dons his leather mask, goes out and fights the forces of evil because he's just frustrated that he can do nothing more, and there are dark creatures that took his wife and child.
Oh, you're talking about actual forces of evil. When I hear leather mask, I thought something entirely different.
I totally was with you on that one, Adam. I really wasn't sure where he was going with the whole leather mask thing.
Wait, are you thinking?
What's your safe word when you're fighting evil?
Forces of evil is a euphemism for prostitution. Is that what you're saying, Adam? That is not what's going on here. No.
I mean, generally speaking, in the late 1800s, they kept that stuff really kind of under wraps.
No, see, I'm prowling the streets, finding my targets, carefully picking them, then beating them until they're begging me to stop. That's what I'm doing. I'm not... Oh, I see. Never mind. I come back and you notice that I don't... I come back late for breakfast, and when I do come down, it looks like a truck has run over me.
So pretty much like all of us tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's been a rough night, and he cannot wait to finish breakfast. He approaches you. Well, actually, who would he approach? Egon, where are you after breakfast? Where would you be?
Probably be in the laboratory.
Not necessary.
Wait a minute, you're in the laboratory? What are you doing in the bathroom?
The laboratory.
Laboratory. I'm doing research with the other medics, learning about the Rippertech and trying to find some more information or uses for the parts of the creatures we are killing.
Thank you for leaving the faucet on hot, by the way.
That's where I go. I'm going to go find Egon performing some kind of
It was just really hot
experiment.
water.
What? And I look through the window, through those doors that we saw previously. Are you in the midst of something important, does it seem?
Oh, I'm always in the midst of something important, but since we have not discovered the germ theory of disease yet, we are not concerned about infection, so come on in. Take a look at what is going on here. We are replacing this man's heart with the heart of a demon that was recently harvested.
Bloody hell, has he given you permission to do this?
Yeah.
He has not
What
said
he-
no.
It was tough to get permission when he was dead and not breathing.
I'm sure the demon did not give you permission either. Well
I'm
done.
not concerned about the permission from the demon.
Braun, I've got an urgent matter to discuss with you. Have you got a moment?
Yeah. What's this? What's this?
Something wrong with your eyes?
Something wrong with your eyes?
The germ,
Damn your eyes!
germ theory was around now.
Oh,
We just invented, we just figured out viruses in this point.
Oh, okay.
Really? Huh.
Louis
I
Pasteur was 1850s.
Oh, okay. I was wrong on that.
I
Anyway,
believe my eyes are undamaged, although I did take quite a hit last night. Listen, I've discovered something I think may interest you, and I need your help.
Yes.
Could you please stop touching the heart and look at me while I'm talking to you, sir?
But see, it's still beating, even though it is not in the heart of the creature. I would not be fascinated by this. Look at this.
My eyes are here. My eyes are here.
Imagine what this could do for you if he puts this in your body.
Oh, what would it do for me?
In place of his eyes.
I forget the exact. Actually, I didn't look this up.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I thought you were making
it's
it up.
convenient when Adam works with me.
Yeah.
When Josh has an epiphany at lunchtime, it's so convenient when Adam works with him.
If you had this, the healing this heart could provide you because of its strong ability to pump the blood, would allow you to heal much more rapidly than with your own heart. It would be very wonderful. Hopefully that will prevent this man from dying during the operation.
If that is successful, I should like to discuss that with you. Perhaps you could find another. But listen, I've got a grave matter to discuss. For I have found a den.
No, that is not the word to use.
Oh,
Bob,
right.
you know the right word to use.
Who's Bob?
There's a skull on the shelf. That's not important right now. That's many for me.
What was that voice? Mother?
Scourge.
I know.
He set up his own bed.
I have discovered a scourge of vampires operating
You didn't say
throughout
scourge,
London.
did you?
You say umpires?
It's terrible. They're all blind, and they stumble around, insulting everybody, making neither party happy. It's terrible. But listen, they are responsible for the murder of many within the city, many innocents. And I thought I might come to you because you can find good uses for their dead corpses, I suspect.
We must break them.
That's Rocky.
Oh,
Laszlo's probably your next recruit because he just likes to kill shit.
Dr. Braun, will you join me in taking out this scourge?
Oh, that is wonderful.
we like the clowns.
Do you know what we could do with the parts of the vampire?
I have no idea as long as we are able to reduce them to parts.
Tell us.
I'm looking it up. Allow me to consult my notes. I do have some notes on this. I've been studying very hard.
Daylight is fading, sir. I
Quirk,
hope that-
I heard that. When
Actually, you want daylight.
Yeah, well, that's what
Exactly,
he's saying,
exactly.
at that time.
Quirk, I heard when you kill a vampire, they turn into dust.
That's only a TV.
Is that true?
What's TV?
I've not yet been able to kill one.
How do you kill vampires? You don't know because you don't know how to do it.
Do you know, Laszlo, how to do such a thing?
It's fine, we're not Laszlo.
You're not Laszlo. He's Laszlo.
Yeah, he's Laszlo.
Isn't he Laszlo?
Jeff is Laszlo.
Jeff is Laszlo.
Right, wasn't he just asking me?
Yes, I'm rolling.
He stopped talking.
If you know, you can say. But if Laszlo,
I have grim fatalism, which is knowledge occult, which gives me a bonus to
knowledge occult.
Knowledge occult.
I didn't even realize Laszlo was in the operating room.
Laszlo was fumbling around, looking at the heart, thinking, "I want to kill more of that." You know, stick through the heart, beheading.
Do they turn into powder?
No,
Oh, no.
it's not Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It is good that they do not turn into powder upon this, because, Herr Quirk, how do you like your current eyes?
I was concerned at first. Of course, you've saved my sight, but as time has passed, I found that they are invaluable for the things that I do in the night. I cannot imagine having them otherwise.
Perhaps you may find this useful instead. It's just an idea. As you know, the vampires also have the mesmeric stare. They stare at somebody, as long as they are able to keep eye contact, they have them in their thrall, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
The power it turns, it actually hides in the eyeballs themselves. You could take the eyes of the vampire and place them in your eyes. And then you can, as long as you maintain eye contact with a target, you can possibly control their mind.
Truly, such things are possible. We can take the power of these creatures for ourselves and use it against them.
Oh yeah, it's many of the fighters in the Rock Lodge have some form of technology that has been ripped from the creatures we are fighting. How else could we?
Yeah.
How else could we perhaps gain advantage over the creatures?
Erling keeps thinking of that girl in Germany that Laszlo went home with, with the mesmeric eyes.
Oh yes.
She has big advantage, yeah?
So then, Doctor, you could transplant them into a frog and then keep the frog in a box, and when attacked by enemies, open the box and transfix your enemies as well, I assume.
Well, the frog does not have the mental controls that the human being has. The frog, you must direct the creatures, same as a vampire would direct you to do things.
What if you broke bullfrog?
Then perhaps I think you are full of good.
Have some more whiskey.
There are other things we could harvest from the vampire. We could take the blood and use the blood to help perhaps make someone turn invisible like the vampires do. We could give the vampire fangs to someone. They could grow the fangs.
Tooth replacement.
Yeah.
How do you get the speed of a vampire?
As,
What if
the research has not shown anything that helps with that.
not canine? What if
Really?
you gave molar?
I couldn't.
You would choose.
Are you
You
sick
would
or
be able
healthy?
to choose the plants
Huh?
Are
very
you sick or
carefully,
healthy?
very well.
I'm not.
Okay. What?
The crushing action of the vampire molar is very similar to the
Tried.
crushing action of the
As
human.
much as I wanted.
Since
Oh,
they do
just
not-
tooth
I understood.
replacement.
How much is in there?
The tooth replacement,
Whiskey.
your canines will grow and you'll be able to bite your victims.
Take the cider with you, please.
I just wonder if you gave the least interesting part of the most natural
Oh.
part of the vampire to.
Like the vampire bear.
What if you give vampire ear to person?
I'm imagining that Braun's next passion project will just be creating a creature that is comprised of all the boring bits of the most fantastic creatures.
He's leftover, yeah?
Right.
He's watching
Oh.
TV. He's not watching
Good
the
night.
game.
Sleep well.
How's everybody?
Good, Aim. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You? Well, you just
Doing
said
well.
that. Never mind.
Amy has discovered the joys of cinnamon whiskey, at least Catchfire, which is the brand of choice right now here.
Nice.
And then she found out that it's even better with cider.
Whiskey of any kind is good, so I'm with you on that one.
Good night.
Good night,
Sleep
Abe.
well. Have a
my
good
God,
one.
That is
So
so.
cool when the whiskey's free.
And just so you guys know, if we do the eyes, it's a -2 to reason. Instead of the recipient can use the puppet power on any target within 12 feet that she can see. You use your spirit in the die in the opposed roll against the target. You have a -1 to any other action while the power is active.
Happy to see you, Jeff.
And can move at half pace. Breathe that way. Yeah. If you are shaken and you do not immediately spend the Benny, it breaks the thing. But after successful
Excuse me.
use, you gain a level of fatigue, which can only be recovered after 8 hours of sleep, or 4 hours in a coffin with a layer of the hero's home soil. So you take a little bit of the vampire on as well. I forget the teeth are, you gain a bite attack, but it's
Use arcane on, yeah?
yeah. It's effective against anything, but it's a standard action to do it. So if you want to do something and a bite, it would be a multi-action penalty.
Molar?
It's strength plus D4.
Molar, you just chop food good.
I for a bite, I might give you a little more than that.
It's a relatively low-powered one.
Greater
Although,
damage, maybe? Or something?
The fact that it can hurt anything, like there's a lot of creatures that are
That are magic
into, like,
only, yeah.
normal weapons and stuff, so that is not bad.
I'm trying to find that. And then the one, I'm trying to find the one of the invisibility. It's a blood replacement. I kind of looked at it in the
Elixir realm.
yeah, as an elixir, and it was basically you rub it on you and you. It's not quite invisibility. I forget what it is exactly. I had this stuff all printed out. Oh, ethereal form. Yes, the part of the blood that makes the vampire not show up in a mirror. It's the invisibility power that is activated with spirit. If successful, lasts for 2d6 rounds. Character levels suffers a level of fatigue.
Ride is cold.
Jeff, you know,
only
the
recover
bathroom
after 8
is
hours
around
of
the
sleep
corner.
or
You don't have to
4 in a
keep using the
coffin with
sink.
layered bone soil.
What was that, Mikey?
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
So let me get this straight.
Did you guys hear that?
So we're hunting vampires and we hate vampires, and you want to turn people into vampires.
Nine. Do not want to turn people into vampires. I want
He's
to
vampirish.
I am not Irish, I'm German. You should know this last roll.
Baka, if you are confronted with a man with a sword, the best
Cumulative.
way to fight that man is with another sword or a pistol. Agreed? We are simply arming ourselves with the weapons of our enemies.
The rule of vampires will follow.
Not if we kill them all.
Are you a Ripper or are you a Rosicrucian?
He's more of a Rosicrucian. They don't believe in the Rippertech. They started Rippertech and then disavowed it.
I mean, see, these are creatures. We are only fighting stronger and stronger creatures as we are, progressing deeper into this world. How are we supposed to fight against them? Unless we are two levels of playing field.
Are you gonna put some stuff in you?
Alas, I cannot. How can I perform surgery upon myself?
But this guy's here who could.
How can I perform surgery upon myself?
But this guy's here who could.
Are you going to perform surgery on our boy here?
If you want so,
Ford don't need no improvement.
if Ford is coming to us and participating in the battle, I could think of some suggestions. But so far, he is.
I can guarantee you Ford will never ever be injured.
Gentlemen, we are wasting time. It will only be daylight for another 12 hours.
Wait. We're in London.
So we had breakfast.
Canada.
All right, let us go. Let's hunt vampires.
I want to make sure everybody is committed to the cause first. I don't want anybody doing this if they're
Vampirish.
not feeling that this is not within the lodge's purview. This is simply removing a threat from London. Barker, are you with us?
Maybe we turn them towards us.
Are you guys in or not?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Let's split party. Half in, half out.
I would say before we go, you should decide on which pieces of vampire we are going to take. It would be it was a time, if I was in London, we would only be able to have time to work with one part of the vampire. If we harvested multiple parts of the vampire, it would take us too long to implement all the pieces. We can only work with one.
Do you think that we put them on ice? That would help?
It has been, according to the notes, it has been tried and that's not effective. This research is not new. It's been going on for hundreds of years. We are getting better as we go, but...
Hundreds of years. 50.
That's what I said, 50 years. 7 booty tops.
In my country, it's been hundreds of years.
This is a lot better.
There are actually notes in here about capturing a creature versus killing it and trying to harvest.
Yeah, but that makes it so much harder to do the harvesting.
Amy killed me when she gave me this last cider here with whiskey in it.
If you want help with that, I'll jump on that grenade.
I may have to slow down a little, that's all.
Erling, what say you? Up for killing some vampires today?
I'm up for killing any kind of nasty creatures.
Good man.
Laszlo?
Oh, I mean. All in.
Yeah, I need to find some way to outfit myself with some weaponry that would be effective against vampires. But
We'll go shopping in a few minutes.
Oh, it's killing vampires. I'm all for it.
in the end, the vampires will be dead. I have no doubt about that.
But
Well
killing
played, Jeff.
vampires, destroying vampires.
Whatever it takes.
All right, training montage.
What
You go to
Do a montage.
Ford escorts you to the armory. Nothing spectacular there, but there are like things like crossbows with the shoot for your wooden bolts, so you can try to kill things.
That's the thing. I bet not terrible shooting. I could just since I'm okay shooting a gun, I'm equally as okay shooting a bow that I've never picked up before.
Exactly, because shooting is shooting. I think you all have hand weapons, melee weapons that are silver or cold iron.
Silver
I don't remember what I took because
I think it was just a dagger.
Laszlo has
Might be
silver
dagger.
tip flail.
Silver tip flail. I think somebody has a sword and somebody has an axe.
I have a cold iron sword. I have a silver dagger.
Yes.
Laszlo also has heavy jacket.
Oh, we have some silver bullets too.
Yes. Silver does not make a difference against vampires, but the cold iron will.
Ripper claws.
Oh. What are they made out of?
I
What
think
metal?
you had a damage ripper claws, but yeah. No, I think you have them. I think we'll call those cold iron. Sure, Joel. We could be nice about that.
Only cold iron, not regular iron?
Correct. Or wooden stakes. Or holy water. Is anybody bringing holy water? I got some water balloons.
First, I have to invent my lab.
No, mine is
Is there
big and
any
tested.
cold iron daggers in that armory that we have?
There's adequate hand weapons for you to choose whatever hand weapon you like, whether it be a sword, an axe, or a dagger. And there's
the biggest, most unwieldy thing that does the most damage.
I'll grab a sword.
I'd like to swap one of my daggers for a cold iron one. My regular dagger.
Get a pencil, figure right, raw.
Instead of brass knuckles, can I have silver knuckles?
No, I just want
silver is not effective, but you get cold iron knuckles.
Can I get cold iron knuckles?
Sure.
Please hammer, don't hurt him.
And
Maybe
if
your
you
baton.
really want, you can find a cold iron condom for your baton.
Now you're talking.
I'm just gonna take a penny for myself for that one.
Not for shisha. Ho, ho, ho.
I am used to using nothing but the power of my mind. I don't think that will be quite effective
Yeah,
against
that's
them.
what she
There are no cold iron bullets.
I was gonna say, how about like shards of cold iron that they could put into shotgun shells?
Slingshot?
Melee weapons,
Yeah.
or
about-
wooden,
Understood.
or wooden. Like I said, you might get an arrow, a wooden tipped arrow, or a
I'll take a sword
wooden,
and a dagger.
wooden crossbow bolt.
See, I want a sword and an arrow with bows. A bow with arrows made of wood.
Let me ask you a question. Like, so a bow is just shooting skill, right? I mean,
Correct.
Yes.
All right, I'll take a bow with some wooden arrows.
So I have no idea what the damage is on a sword and a bow. So
He's going to be good with the
He's
bow
six,
because he's
plus
already
your-
really good at shooting, aren't you?
Whatever. Just play.
Yeah, I got a pretty good shooting.
Excellent.
Well, I kind of focused on shooting, so.
Excellent. I guess I'll take a crossbow and
Where my fighting is just mediocre.
Dagger might be D4 plus your strength.
Crossbow and.
sword.
Are you telling me or asking me?
I think a sword. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what Quirk would take.
I see you more as a
Not really.
rapier kind of guy.
No, he's short sword.
That's kind
Yeah,
of rapier.
yeah, short sword rapier. I agree.
Rapier's a D8 plus your sneak attack damage if you get flanking.
He's
That's
short.
D&D.
Oh, yeah.
He's four.
Yeah, if there's a rapier, just for the change in style, I guess it would be rapier over sword, a little lighter.
I have to say this today. I was contracted consulting for a company. At the end of the day, we was doing an upgrade for them. Well, I'm talking to the woman, Sarah, and I said, "Yeah, I'm so happy this finished because she said something about having book club tomorrow night." So I'm like, "All right, she's sufficiently nerdy," and I said, "Yeah, I have D&D tonight." It's just we just started playing like a month ago. It's so awesome. And I was like,
What addition?
so. Yeah, we're not the only group in the world that plays D&D.
Wow.
Everybody I met last weekend plays D&D.
It was just weird to find.
Is that a yearly?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was a year ago that you went for
What
that?
about it's
Well, it
cool?
was November. It was actually a little less than a year.
That's a good. I said it's cool. I meant to say it's a good thing.
Fair. Very fair.
All right, you guys suit up.
It's not even a nerd con. It's just a bunch of. It ends up being very nerd heavy.
You wear your heavy leather vests or jackets or whatever.
I have heavy jacket.
You're sweating profusely, but it's okay.
Fireproof jacket.
It's April. It's April in London, so you're really not that cold.
They're not 7.
You're not that hot yet. No. So, Quirk guides you to the location.
Gentlemen, I should warn you. I have seen at least 5 come and go from here. They don't know that I've found the scourge's place of lair, I suppose, for lack of a better word. But there are at least 5 of these. It will be no easy fight.
Is fire not effective against the vampires? I thought it was. Am I mistaken?
He looks to Laszlo.
Laszlo looks at Ford.
At least you're getting all your good rolls out of the way now.
16.
16.
Oh.
So Laszlo tells you the story of how he lit a ball of
Hitch.
pitch on fire and shoved it in a vampire's mouth, and the whole head went up in flames.
Not in his mouth.
Oh, that's
Another-
that's how you tell the story in Play Company.
Yes, fire is effective, but they will heal from that eventually. You can kill one with enough fire damage, but it won't. By default, it won't kill it outright. Not like
Not like a stake to the heart.
correct.
Garlic.
I'm gonna give a stake to the heart a -3. It's not a called shot like a -4 to the head. I mean, you're still hitting for the torso.
It's still smaller.
Yeah,
Heart's this-
but it's not a -2.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna call it a called shot for a stake as a -3.
Gonna fight already?
I'm being nice.
Oh,
No,
well, we're
But if we knock it down, it's killed.
you get knocked down, you get up again.
never going to keep me down. I see if we've not left the armory yet, I should like to have some vials of holy water and a necklace of garlic.
And steaks. And steaks. Good point.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's multiple steaks. Yeah,
Steak is delicious.
I do like.
I was thinking the same thing. Steak is delicious.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, steak is very delicious.
Oh no.
You bring us some cooler to the vampire, the vial of vampire parts in for transplant later.
I just rip and one.
It is called rippers for a reason.
Yeah, it is. You rip the shit out of it.
I grabbed some wooden steaks as well.
Anybody else?
Oh, yeah.
Steaks for sure.
Grab some garlic.
Holy water.
You stop at the Italian place on your way.
I was just say some garlic and nothing.
Little garlic bread for lunch for
Garlic.
second breakfast. Second breakfast. All right.
I'm just gonna chew on a whole big clove of garlic, and then when I get there, I'm just gonna spit it at them.
Instead of tobacco, Mikey chews garlic.
Exactly.
Bad idea today.
It's great except for the women.
I'm not expecting too many women today.
I feel like now's the time for us to invent super soaker technology. Just load it up with holy water. Done. Water balloons. Done.
Garlic. Garlic infused holy water.
Isn't that the making of like a pasta sauce right there? You just
You
add
know,
some-
I was just going to ask Mikey if he'd quit chewing, and I saw him spit in his cup just now. Just a second ago.
Don't put that in the
Little butter, some salt.
Was it escargot? Garlic butter?
Oh no, bread.
bag. Stop squirting the holy water and garlic on your bread.
It's oil, actually. It's olive oil. All right. Quirk organizes you guys. You head out. You find the building in which he's located. The scourge has been going in and out of. It is around 11:30. Laszlo's a little hungry for lunch,
Could
but
you
you know,
describe building?
it's a rundown place. It's a tavern that went out of business probably a couple years earlier. It's not in the nicest part of town. Looking inside through the windows, which are boarded over, cracked but not caved in. The inside looks it's empty, but you can definitely see some trace of people or beings, feet, that kind of stuff, all heading toward the back room, probably where the wine cellar would be.
They still have wine.
Why do we not just burn the building down on Sister's ashes?
Because they tend to connect through tunnels. I imagine the light hurts them, but they can still travel from street to street through the underground. If we burn the building, they may escape. It's not a sure thing.
You might burn the town down too. London's had a couple of fires. You really don't want to go there.
I'm not so concerned about the fires of London.
Because they rebound well.
On the side, the city is still thriving. What is the problem?
Ah,
Can't keep these rats down, can you?
we set up all our mirrors pointing light in through the main door
Yeah.
before we go in.
Are the windows boarded up from the outside or the inside?
The outside.
Yeah, let's rip all the boarding down. Let as much light in as possible.
All right. There's nothing new inside that you don't see already. It's brighter inside, but
Oh, it's just more about we have an easier place to retreat to. We don't have to go outside the
I can jump through the window.
Laszlo hurtles through the window, shattering the glass, lands, rolls, comes in for the after action, and nothing happens.
No, I jump out when time to stop.
Other than the fact that he let the vampires know we're here.
Through the door.
Yeah.
What was that, Mikey?
I said, other than the fact that he let the vampires know we're here now.
We would not. I don't think we would have been able to sneak up zones on that though. But I'm sure they heard us ripping the boards off some windows. But there's not much loss.
We go into main room and do notice.
Notice. Laszlo looks around quietly, use the crowbar to open the front door.
4.
You enter the common room of the
Did the
inn.
crowbar open the door, or can we just open the door? Did they go into the door?
It was barred shut.
Oh, okay.
What do we got, everybody?
7.
7.
4.
9.
Ooh, all good rolls.
All right, it's a common room. There's a fireplace that hasn't had a fire in it for a year or two. It still smells of ash and smoke inside. There's several tables. There's a bar in off to one side, and a door to the kitchen area.
Could you repeat that?
No,
Are we going to stop for a snack first?
I was concerned about my aunt's safety. My bad.
how's your mom?
I guess she's not part of the tolerant generation.
I didn't know it was your mom. How's your mom? She okay?
Waiting for the doctor.
Okay. So there's nothing terribly exciting in the main room, basically.
Demasiado.
I think we should head back to the kitchens. That seems to be where the wine cellar would be.
Huh?
Through the kitchens.
All right,
The door towards the back.
Very
Yeah.
carefully.
all right. So
Yeah,
you
go first.
Laszlo carefully.
Tongue,
You go second. Tell me.
baby.
You guys are supposed to sending Ford first for everything.
I would have went Quirk or what's his name there? Early go. We'll save the good somewhat zone with this guy.
The door to the kitchen is on a pivot. It swings in and out. Note it doesn't swing both ways. It swings in and out.
Thanks.
I'm okay with that too.
There's a small 6 or 8 inch window on it. shedding a bare minimum amount of light into the kitchen. It's a deserted kitchen, cobwebs, wood fireplace, nothing terribly exciting. Some tables from what you can see. There's rooms, areas in the corner you can't see with your regular vision, but you guess that's probably where the entrance to the wine cellar would be.
Quirk, do you see anything with your eyes?
He looks, he frowns, he says, "Y'all must step backwards. The lights. I can't see properly with the lights."
Give me a notice, Bob.
Will do. Rolling this. And done.
All right, so
four.
Quirk cups his hands around the 6-inch.
I go
Portal
behind
window.
and lift
Oh, I
up
thought we were in the
my
room.
cape.
So he's able to see in unobstructed by the light of the outside sun. He gets a much better lay of the land. There's definitely a wood burning stove. There's a prep table. All these things are shrouded in age. There's Laszlo rocking out, but you definitely see where's probably the staircase in the back that heads down to a wine cellar. You can actually just barely make out footprints on the ground going toward that area, that staircase and up and down in that area.
Seems, Dr. Braun,
Lord,
your
what do you
assumptions were
see?
correct. There does seem to be a way down into the cellar. And
Yeah.
footprints, recent as well.
Captain Quirk, what do you see?
What I just said, the whole bit with the cellar, the footprints, yes. That.
So why are you standing here? Someone go through.
1, 2, 3, go.
Laszlo runs into the kitchen by himself
Yep.
5.
in the dark.
I go with my swords blazing. I keep the door open so that the light shines in. Then I put the mirrors outside
The mirrors, okay.
I told you I put mirrors outside the door, main door.
There's nothing in the kitchen, but it is definitely dark heading down the stairs.
This kitchen is terrible. Nothing here.
Anybody have a torch or a light source?
Yeah, we know we will be going into the bottom, the basement, so we all brought torches. Do you not remember this?
I light torch.
Yeah, no, but I'm holding my bow with an arrow knock, so I don't have any hands free to get a torch out.
Mm.
It's terrible that Mikey can't hold his torch anymore.
I can't hold a torch to you guys.
It's okay. It's okay because I think Laszlo's holding a torch for Mikey.
What Laszlo's holding Mikey's torch? That's just wrong.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
9. He's holding my.
I'll just shoot back to Tatterley in the clear quintet with his tube with the continual light spell inside it, where he
Oh, you mean the flashlight?
yes. But anyway, you guys all have
Flashlight.
On rare occasion.
Flashlight.
you have your torches. You descend into the wine cellar cautiously.
Yeah.
There are some broken barrels, there's some tap stuff, and
Is there anything that's dripping and smells good?
there's stuff that's dripping that smells bad.
Oh, okay. So everything's kind of spoiled, no good wine.
You have to give me a notice check for the actual good stuff. There is an area in the back where it looks like the wall has been displaced, like there was maybe been a concealed door or a secret door, but they have not made the effort to keep it concealed. They're actively utilizing it.
Alright, well, I'm going to do a notice check for the whole room. Corners, keeping an eye on that area, but looking behind us, just to make sure.
Okay, making a full circuit.
Checking the ceiling as well.
6.
Anybody else making notice besides Jeff and Adam?
Absolutely.
Less than 6.
Maggie?
5.
Jonathan?
Ooh.
Quark with an 11.
Quirk's eyes are starting to adjust to the dark quite well.
Yes, quite well.
Quark is able to give you a much more detailed description of the room. There's several casks, only one of which has not been tapped. You're not sure if it contains beer or wine. Small, probably about 2 gallon. Definitely your celebratory wine.
It's not a cask.
Small
I was
cask.
picturing the thing you can't even get through the door.
I'm thinking like this big.
That's a barrel.
Okay.
No, not the bear. I'm thinking like the
That
9-foot diameter.
You're thinking like Shrek, where he's fighting the guards and the thing falls over and he's donkeys run on top of it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm picturing like the thing you stopped the grapes in.
Yeah.
My dream.
Quirk is able to ascertain that there are definitely footprints that head to and from that concealed door that is slightly ajar at this point. Nothing else significantly of value. Some empty, crushed things. There's damage in there to some of these things that look like could not have been caused by a human, like something with immense strength just smashing or crushing it.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
Laszlo?
That's Hulk smash. No.
Quirk's eagerness gets the better of him. He despises vampires.
You what, Bob?
He heads to the I don't know, the door, the hatch in the floor that will lift up.
Actually, it's a wall that kind of opens up.
Oh, it's a wall. Oh, okay. He goes to the wall.
You push it open, or you
Yep.
peek around it. There's a staircase that heads down.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He peers into the darkness.
What does he say?
Staircase that heads down, and
Where do the stairs go?
I believe, Laszlo, they go down.
You guys head down the
Ooh, we got a
stairs
map
and up here?
everything. Look at this.
Dun, dun, dun.
We got avatars
We
even.
put our
Woo.
torches in the handy sconces.
Guys, you know what this means. There's grids. There's our avatars. This can only mean one thing.
Okay.
Combat.
I hope we were focused on Jeff and not me.
You're crocodile.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your mom met me once and I don't think she remembers.
Josh, step away for a second.
Yeah, you did, sorry.
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
Yeah, finally.
I will tell you that I've had a heck of a week. So I had just flew back from work for a week, jet lagged. Find out that there's a funeral that she wants to attend. Not my wife, mother-in-law, and so we're like, okay, we got to manage that. But Andrea, she has to go to a ceremony on the same day, so it's just me and her. It's the makings of like a buddy movie.
I was gonna say, I think I saw this movie. It was Ashton Kutcher, wasn't it?
Yep. So we take the car out yesterday to pick up some groceries. It's the car we're going to use, which is her clunker, which is like a Toyota Camry from almost as old as my vehicle. It's like 20 years old. Check engine light goes on yesterday. Great. So we go and get the engine checked, and it's a minor repair, but easily fixed. So that gets fixed today.
Oh, whose engine are you checking out?
The
Oh,
mother-in-law.
Bob, at least make it your wife. Make the story good.
And she can't hear anything because both of her hearing aids go out. So we're like, how she can't go to the funeral and she can't hear anything. It's like she's totally deaf without the hearing aids.
Ugh.
So we check him out. We can't figure out what's going on. We go. We make a hasty appointment.
Dead
and we
batteries.
find out it's earwax. So it's like one thing after the other. Plus the power going out today. Having a good time. Having a good time, guys.
You're living a life, buddy. Living a life.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So I'm just warned now. I had a bunch of Chinese food, so don't be surprised when I get from another like 4 times.
Chinese food
A
again.
lot of yoga.
Lunch day, man.
Bob, a lot of yoga now or what?
It's a lot of walking, a lot of going for walks.
Meditation, maybe something to.
So, all right. So I don't have roll 20 with the advanced lighting effects,
Oh,
but we'll talk about that when the time comes for
sacre bleu.
Tomb of Annihilation.
Fine, we'll just have to work, play with
Laszlo
peasants.
goes first.
So I figured that Laszlo is right there in the front on the right, the Quirk to his left, Erling just behind, and Shepard and Egon in the back. Is that an appropriate marching order?
Sounds
Yep.
about right.
Yeah, assuming we're traveling north up.
Yes.
Yeah, and Laszlo maybe trails a little behind Quirk, so we can try to take advantage of the night vision a little better.
Fine.
A little behind.
Well,
Or
it's like a
Quirk goes a little ahead. Plus, he's not quite totally rational. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Fine. Oops. There, Quirk can go first. Move. Move, Quirk. Wow, it's slow here. Did the Quirk move for you guys yet?
Yes, on my side, yeah.
Hasn't moved here yet. Hasn't moved for Adam yet.
Yeah, it'll move. There it goes.
Might be time for you to upgrade the PC for the TV.
I cast quickness.
On the PC.
Yeah.
Plus 200 megahertz.
Ooh.
Jeff just faded out.
No, I'm with us.
He was on fire. What happened? Oh, yeah.
Jeff's not feeling well, so he decided to medicate with scotch earlier.
Oh.
The medicinal
I'm sorry you're
value
not
of
feeling well, sir.
killing everything in himself with scotch.
This is the first time in about 2 years I feel sick.
Wow. You've had
My
a
nose is
pretty
burning.
good run.
All right, so you guys get down into this room. It opens up.
Is that Ponce de Leon? What? Who's in the center of the room?
You know, it's interesting. Even on my screen, I've clicked the button that says "Show Avatar Names." So, like, Quirk is the one in the top right, and then Laszlo with his firing cup, Erling in his Indiana Jones pose, Shepard in his Sean Connery pose in the bottom left, and Egon in his tiny pose in the bottom right.
That'll warm his heart.
I don't know what Jeff's reading.
It's a note from my mom.
Oh, well, tell her we said hi. So it's a Joel's throwing his phone all over. Now that he's finally got the technology.
He's got a better phone
Send
than I
her
do.
mom a picture. She's having a tough night.
Oh,
Oh.
Joel,
We
I'm sorry to
should
hear
go
that.
down there.
We'll play from the room. She'll be really bored then.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the room you're in. There's I won't say there's any muck on the floor. It's definitely you can see a trail heading off to the right. In fact, let me reveal that.
Difficult terrain.
No, it's not. But it's definitely not nice terrain.
Is that Quirk?
What?
Is that Quirk, the first one?
Yes.
The Napoleon guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Who knows if I'll look that up.
Are you going to advance Quirk
Indeed.
and everybody else?
Dan's choice.
Yeah, I think we're following, right? We're all going down.
Should I roll stealth? So
No.
that
Are you trying to be stealthy?
I am trying to be stealthy.
How come I can move you, but I can't move anybody else? What the hell?
I gave you
The advanced
permission.
features.
It's not a good stealth roll. It's a 5.
Well, you're still sneaky enough. There, I moved everybody as a group. Alrighty. We'll reveal some areas here. Looking straight ahead, it definitely... if you scroll up a little bit, Adam, or Jeff, or somebody.
Or you could force us our
Yes, I
perspective
could.
by
I
the
will.
shift click or the control click trick.
Thank you. Guys, looks like a hallway.
Actually, it's a little more than that. There's,
I
this is-
can't see anything on that screen. Maybe I should put my glasses on, but
Is this the thing he's showing us that email a few days ago?
Fine.
Oh, that just popped up. Oh boy.
Looks like a cross. How nice.
Didn't take too long to find those vampires.
Too long to find these empty coffins.
We all won't know until you open them, will you?
Well, we wait till daylight.
It is-
Why don't we just... It is daylight. Why don't we just drag him outside?
But you're well underground.
Gentlemen, I believe I see 2 coffins ahead. Do you see the same as I do?
9. I see nothing but darkness.
Look more closely. They are plain as day.
I still see nothing but darkness.
Okay, you've retreated to here to have your conversation.
All you gotta do is
Don't wake the vampires.
chain it up, tie it up, then
Bring it
just
outside.
carry it outside.
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement. I agree. I think that's the best approach. Nail it shut, chain it up, drag it out.
Move off the chain.
Or you could just flip it open and stake it right there.
yeah, I like the staking it right there, please.
Why would we want to stake it right there and give it a chance to escape?
Why would you want to deal with trying to tie it up? It's a vampire.
If it escapes, it burns in the daylight. There's no place for it to run.
It's got more of a chance of escaping if we try to tie it up than if you just stab it in the heart and be done with it.
Did
We're not
anybody
tying
bring
this, we're
chains
tying
for
the coffin.
Holland's nails?
No.
So I think the argument is moot. Let's go kill these fucking things.
Very good. Let's go.
Have you ever been a pallbearer at a funeral? That's all you gotta do. Carry it.
Six of us can handle it. That's not a problem.
About 100 times, Joel. Enough that Jeff and I have a system now.
Did you guys employ that system at the Tough Mudder when you were holding that massive log between the two of you?
Yes, but Bob, with a casket, it's very easy. Jeff and I always line up opposite each other, never the middle. I'm always on the left side, so I can use my right hand, which is my strong hand. Jeff is always on the other side, so he can use his left hand. Typically, we're in the back. Sometimes we're in the front, but always together because nobody else is as tall as us.
It's all right.
So every casket you guys have to carry is a little tilted.
We do our best.
I'm not saying
The middle is the worst place for us because that means we carry all the weight.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? The person in the casket doesn't care.
No, but the other 4 people do.
Yeah.
I have been where there's been 8 pallbearers. That's really miserable because you can't walk without stepping on the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that's just a really dumb idea.
Everybody wants to be involved. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I say if
Wow.
there's 8 pallbearers, don't you and Jeff just bow out?
They need
Been
the
a
muscle,
while.
though. Josh and Jeff are the muscle, man.
So,
What if you have like a octogenarian and all their friends that want to be pallbearers are also similarly aged?
Oh,
You
yeah,
need
that's
somebody
true.
to carry the weight.
So, Quirk, are we going to the right or to the left?
We're going to the left. I've got pretty good vision. Who's able to open it? And then the rest of us will stab it in the heart.
I think we should coordinate attacks and open them both at the same time.
Very well. Lazarus on one side. Egon, you're with me. Barker and Erling, your choice.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to move bodies around here because it is not cooperating at all.
I can't see anything anyway, so whatever you do looks great.
You can't see the image right now, man?
Now,
I
it is
will.
so dark. It is so dark. I saw the picture he just loaded right there because it's got a white square around it.
I'll take a screenshot and I'll email it to you. That's really strange. It seems pretty clear on my side.
I think Mike needs to turn up his gamma. Don't ask me how to do that.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what the hell's gamma, Adam?
I can't. I'm trying to make like Laszlo has a very small image, but I can't even make it bigger.
Check your Gmail, Mike. You should have the lay of the land. Maybe the people aren't perfectly lined up yet because Josh is still moving, but you'll see where the sarcophagus, where the coffins are.
Okay, so you guys went left to start.
Well, we're going to split and open up both at the same time.
With our backs turned and our eyes closed.
Trying to make everybody a little bigger so they respond better to my clicks.
You're gonna open it up and just toss holy water in here? Just be safe.
This is like the most we've done with icons in a while, ever.
In this game, yeah.
Well, the roll 20, really.
Do they snap to the grid? Is that what you?
No,
got
it's
them-
just their sizes are very unusual, and it's how they're.
Oh, Bob, I don't see that at all.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't see that. What you just? Oh my God.
Do you have like a bright darkness setting? Do you think that could be going on?
I don't know. I don't even know where to look. But my picture looks absolutely nothing like yours.
I just centered it, Mikey, on the 5 of you. Shepard is the bottom.
I see that. I can see Shepard. I can see me.
You're in the top right. Yep.
We have really light. Shepard's got a white shirt on,
Yep.
and I can see me because I have a really light, bright background. But I can barely see the other 3 characters,
Interesting.
and I can't see anything else as far as the grid goes. The picture Bob just sent me is unbelievably different than what I see right now.
You can't see the 2 coffins.
No.
Well, your brightness is turned way down.
Unless is he scrolled in a different section of
No,
the
because he can see himself, and I just centered on it again
You're
anyway.
right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just keep going and let me see what I can play around with.
See, so there's coffins to the left, to the right of you, and on the other side of the hallway is Early and Laszlo, and there's coffins to the left of them. Shepard is in the middle with support, offering support.
Shepard, keep an eye on the hallways. It doesn't even do the room.
Can
I'll
we,
see from where you are now.
Before we begin, should we see what's a little bit further down, just to make sure that we know what's to come if things go bad?
What could possibly be down there?
Nothing interesting. You're right. Just more wine, probably.
Because the concern is if we don't kill these things now, they will just stink.
So the hallway branches to both left and north, I guess, for left. West and north.
Okay, so there's nothing immediately. They'll have a few seconds to run over, so we'll have a few seconds to get themselves out.
Shepard will keep an eye on that for us.
Very good.
So, on go, we open the casket and dive towards the heart with the stakes. So it will be 1, 2, 3, go, on go. Are we ready?
Just so I understand, so like Laszlo will open it and Quirk will stab,
Yes.
On
and
our
you
side,
will open
yes.
it and Erling will stab.
That sounds good.
Although, wait a minute. Stabbing is is that a strength roll? Is that a dexterity roll?
I called it a fighting roll.
What roll is it?
Fighting.
Say again?
Fighting.
Fight.
Oh, fighting. Okay, so do you want the guy with the D6 fighting to do that? Or Laszlo, have you got better fighting?
He probably does. Laszlo, what's your fighting? Start away.
He's, he's 8. He didn't mark that on his sheet. So, yeah.
So we swap. Laszlo does the stabbing. I'll do the
I thought
lifting
that's
on
what
my
he
side.
said.
Okay, so Quirk is going to flip the top open, Laszlo's going to stab,
Mhm.
and Egon's going to flip the top open, and Erling is going to stab,
Yep.
and Shepard is going to be prepared in case anything comes down a hallway or anything like that.
Yep.
It'll light up a smoke.
All right, Quirk, give me a strength check to open it.
Oh, 1.
I will give you a plus
If
1.
there's one thing that's worse than my fighting, it's my strength. Okay, here we go.
Strength plus 1 to open it.
1, 2.
I'll use a mentalism to temporarily improve my strength.
There you go. And
Uh,
Egon, I'll need the same check from you.
1, 2, 3.
Quirk,
My strength is pretty bad too.
Quirk enhances his strength.
Just 1d. So I go from a d4 to a d6.
Oh. Yeah, I'm. Erling is. Our Schwarzenegger is jacked up on adrenaline.
Egon Schwarzenegger.
He got it. I got an 8. I think I fairly ripped the lid off.
The lip
Ooh.
flips off the top. Erling, would you give me a fighting roll? Plus 2.
11.
Oh,
Erling has the stake in his hand. He twirls it, puts it right in there. Vampire gone.
So there's a vampire in there?
There is a creature in
There
there.
was a vampire.
There's a creature in there that is now staked through the heart to the ground. Whether it's a vampire or not is TBD. Quirk, what was your strength?
with his improved strength, he rolled a 7. Not quite as strong as Egon over there.
He
but-
flips the lid. He flips the lid well open. Laszlo, I need a fighting roll. Laszlo, I need a fighting
I'm
roll.
gonna let you do your own.
Laszlo, I need a fighting roll.
Don't patronize it.
Don't fall asleep through my GMing. Jeff has a little cold. He won't admit it, but he has a little cold, so
Oh, I admitted it.
he's medicinally taking care of it with scotch.
5.
Laszlo, not nearly as cool as Erling, manages to shove the stake through the heart of whatever is in the casket, pinning it to the ground, and killing it as well. Although it was already dead to begin with.
Hmm.
Yeah, they got
Two
this.
stakes in there?
Stake on the left and a stake on the right.
Okay, now we're gonna carry these coffins upstairs, outside?
No, they're going to defend us as a vampires.
Suppose some idiot comes along and pulls out these stakes once we walk away.
These decapitates the corpses as hell.
The creature, once you stake it,
It's re-dead.
it's dead.
Dead.
It's not
Oh, it
just
is?
mostly dead anymore.
It's all the way dead.
It's all the way dead.
Now search the pockets and loose change.
Thought stakes were temporarily dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, that's good to know.
What's the hardest pierce the vampire's dead? How's that?
Because I think we've seen movies where the vampire gets pierced for like 1,000 years, and then eventually the stake falls out, and then he walks out in modern day United States.
But if you've seen Buffy, they turn to dust. So I'm kind of making the mid ground,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because they didn't carry
including their clothes turn to dust.
But it does give you some story options for the future if you want a vampire to come back. Just to mention.
No, I'm good in this case. Bob, this whole part is to get us to the plot point.
Fair enough. We search the bodies of the evil creatures. Do we find any weapons or items of use?
Nothing terribly exciting. Everybody give me a knowledge, occult, or something similar check.
What's my skill? The skill of knowledge.
Otherwise, it's int -4. Int -2, sorry.
So, Josh, what role did you want?
Like a knowledge occult. If you
11.
don't have knowledge occult,
16.
or then it's int -4, but apparently Jeff has decided to roll
Wow.
well.
I'm a slayer and I still gotta take -2.
Yes.
I have a cult, but I cannot compete with Laszlo's role there. So
Quirk, are you going to bother? There you go. 3.
My untrained occult
Ian?
is a 4.
11.
So Laszlo decides to hold a seminar. If you see here, these 2 puncture wounds in the neck are still very fresh. These were young vampires, probably turned within the last week.
It's a good thing we took the easy ones out fast.
There is probably a higher level vampire than these young ones that is trying to create its own
Yes.
They are ruthless.
its own scourge.
Scourge, sorry, not yes.
Ruthless.
So you head up. You can head up, or you can head to the west, north or west.
Let's just poke our heads around the corner and see what we see to the best.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to reveal both for you.
Quirk is happy to lead again, as long as his eyes keep on seeing things.
I will admit this map is not the brightest. Mikey, are you able to? Have you figured it out at all, or no?
no, I tried to change my computer settings on my resolution, the brightness of the computer. Nothing. I looked at the settings inside Roll20, and I can't seem to find anything that would adjust the brightness of it.
Huh.
Josh, I have one idea, Josh. Can you right-click on his avatar and check to see if his avatar is radiating light?
But
I knew that,
I don't have the advanced. I don't have the Roll20 subscription for light. That's
I know,
unfortunate.
but I still think that I thought avatars could still radiate light, and if his setting was
No,
like
because I'm just revealing at this point.
I know, but if his is radiating like 0 light or negative light, then he would still not be able to see even when you revealed. Because then the other people, it would assume the other avatars have light, but he does not. So from his perspective, he could not see while the rest of us could. I'm just thinking, if you right-click on his avatar, do you see anything about light source or? Because I remember that existed back in the day.
I don't see anything
Okay.
like that. And honestly, I don't see anything for light.
Okay. All right. It was worth a shot. I know it used to exist.
Well, you probably you paid for this for a little while. I have not done that.
That also could have been in a previous
Version.
So, Mikey, the hallway advances to the left. It branches off to the left, which continues to be a hallway, or continuing north. It seems to open up just slightly into a large room. You have not progressed far enough to see what is in that room. Mikey? We lost Mikey!
Maybe he's quitting and coming back.
Great. More opportunity for more water.
It's just gonna get the feed.
Wow, he was quick.
I had to sober up a little.
What? Oh. Told Joe to help you with that.
Oh my god, that killed me.
Alright, so where are you headed? Left or north?
I think we should check out the room ahead.
Sounds good to me. We'll go carefully.
Alright. You proceed to the north.
They were just like,
Quirk's stealth is exceptional. He keeps every rest of you quiet. I missed roll 20 a little bit because I was so much more used to using that.
We're using Roll20.
I mean, math tools.
Ooh. He comes back and reports, 3 more coffins sighted, gentlemen.
light him up.
We have a problem. We need 2 per coffin, and there are only 5 of us. Unless Fold can assist.
Well, get my hands dirty? Are you on crack or something, buddy?
I thought if we put
I
some rocks
Wait a
on
minute,
top
wait a
of
minute.
one,
Ford, what's
it's
crack?
open.
What are you smoking? Are you doing the opium again? 'Cause I thought you gotta had all that.
I'm smoking a cigar. Ford, what do you mean? What am I smoking?
And that's putrid, by the way.
Loud enough, yeah? I think perhaps Lazo could handle one by himself. He's a strong, slapping.
It's not my first time.
You set on fire. Your
He's a
torches.
man on fire.
All right, so what are we doing here? Laszlo's taking one on his own.
I think that is the best bet.
Okay, Laszlo's gonna take this top
No,
one.
Laszlo sits on top of one.
I've got an idea. Hang on. He approaches Laszlo, reaches out to his shoulder, and touches Laszlo on the shoulder, gripping him like a friend he hadn't seen in a long time. And if I did this right, 11 will do the trick. Laszlo, you now have quickness, which means in one turn you can take 2 full turns.
Excuse me.
So you can open and stab and not take an action penalty.
Right on.
Wow. All right, so Laszlo, I'm gonna put you there.
Of
Quirk,
course, I
who's
have
who's
burning
working with
points
Quirk?
right now, but that's okay. It's fine.
Erling and Egon are working together again, and Shepard's
Sure.
working with Quirk.
It's not very hard. You just do like this. It's a stabbing motion that is hard like this. Yeah, you can do.
Is that what you're gonna do?
No, that's
You're
just
so
what you
good
do.
at it.
I feel this is a. You do not want me. I have not good aim for this.
Okay.
this thing.
Okay.
He's not good playing with the stick like this.
Thank you. Trying to get Jesus.
All right, Laszlo, give me a quick strength and then a fighting roll.
Ein, zwei, drei.
Laszlo first, one at a time.
Wrong.
I know, but I'm slow. I'm one at a time.
5 strength.
Strength, you rip open the top of the coffin. It's empty.
Guys, I got this coffin, don't worry.
Now we got
Egon,
pistol and
strength.
big vampires.
Rip open the lid. Egon,
Egon.
Oh,
He was so eager to do it a few minutes ago. What just happened?
you check it out.
I practiced it once. Nine.
you
Again, flipping lids.
you flip that lid open. It almost enough to hit Erling in the eye, but Erling died. Erling's like, what the? Erling, give you a fighting roll.
I'm working with. Am I working with Erwin? I am working.
Yeah.
11.
Oh, nice.
Erling jams the stake through the heart of another vampire, killing it instantly. Shepard, I need Shepard or Quirk, who's slipping the lid?
I think Quirk is flipping the lid because Shepard's got the fighting. But now my strength goes back down to D4, and I don't think I'm going to waste the points to put it up. Oh, I exploded, and I got 2 4s. I have a 10 total.
Quirk flips the lid. Herculean effort. The whole casket falls over, but it's empty.
Well,
Try to
there
make
are
sure I
at
get all
least
5 of you.
I'm taking care of 3, but I don't know if there are only 5 within the village. Well done, gentlemen. We searched the bodies and the coffins.
Nothing terribly exciting. I'm just advancing you here while we talk about it.
Alcoves under the coffins? Pedestals?
Sorry, it's not
Joel,
D&D.
it's not an altar, Joel. There's no hidden compartment.
It's a coffin. I've never heard of a coffin without a hidden compartment.
Oh,
No,
that's
that's
true.
an altar.
Every altar has hidden compartments. This is what I've learned from D&D.
That and the 5 basic elements.
And you know what, Bob? If I go back to the church I went to, the altar slid open and there was a compartment inside.
Really?
Yeah, we stored a ton of stuff in there. Right? Still do.
Oh, so it's a thing. Okay, it's a thing. And Adam, what are the 5 basic elements of D&D?
Earth,
Yep.
wind, fire,
Okay,
water,
I'm with you so far.
and chess.
Man, I am never gonna live that down.
The classical elements. You haven't heard of the 5 classical elements?
I've never got tired of that.
I'm glad somebody does it.
I love it. I hope that you're taking it in the spirit. Which
I do. Yeah, how can I not laugh about it?
Drink more. Oh, you're on water now. Okay.
I gotta sober up. I'm struggling right now. That cider killed me. Absolutely killed me. I'm not asleep yet, but if I wasn't playing the GMing, I would be. Jeff's head is just bobbing.
You should see his eyelids from the side.
They're open.
Barely. They go up and down and up and down.
All right. So heading to the left, you see this. You reveal a room. You gonna go all the way in?
Oh, before we do, should I mention that we'd like to just check the walls and make sure there are no other secret doors, loose bricks that we can press that would cause
Notice
something
checks.
to back open. Would you like a roll?
Notice checks, please.
Always.
Notice checks.
Coffins enclosed in glass.
Jeff's like, I might move now.
3.
3.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
5.
Mikey,
Is this the
Oh, sorry, what?
notice check.
Just checking for any
What was that?
secret doors, a notice check.
Oh, a notice check, sorry.
Loose panels, anything in the hallways before we move on to the next room.
That's impressive.
I'm still patting myself on the back for killing those 2 vampires, and I didn't notice anything. There's a door?
Are you telling me that I'm the only one who got a good notice roll this time?
Jonathan,
I
Jonathan,
didn't even notice there was a door.
you guys are all like, dude, look at him. He's like groping the wall. I knew he was hard up, but come on. I knew he was weird, but look, what the? Jonathan, Jesus. It's like Indiana Jones in
Oh, he's gonna.
Temple of Doom. Jonathan is not finding anything. This, by the way, this encounter was like going to be a throwaway encounter to lead you to the plot point, and then I found this cool little map. So I was like, I got more with this. I can run with this.
Perhaps, Josh, you should not tell your players that.
And what? I should what?
Well, perhaps you shouldn't tell us that. Maybe we would think that it's important, but now we've just found out that we've been spinning our wheels.
Screw this
the
guy. It's
time.
not important.
It pays it. It gives you something. I mean, it just focuses on.
I agree. I'm only kidding.
So looking ahead,
Yep.
you guys advance.
So there's a well of water in the middle of a room. Quirk sticks his arm in it.
It glows in the dark now. No.
Kind of deja vu. When did this happen before?
I had no idea what to do when he did that. I really had no idea.
And for those who we never recorded that one, we came upon a alchemist's lair, and there was a vat.
8
of
years
liquid.
ago.
Yeah. So my character bravely, foolishly, decided to stick his entire arm in the vat. And what did Josh do as a result of that?
Your arm glowed for a while. It got dark for a while. It had all kinds of issues.
Yeah. So I could never sneak ever again. But I
The
was.
blue part was a real negative.
But well, wait a minute. You couldn't sneak, but at the same time, you never needed torches. All right,
And it
so
turned out pretty cool.
You've killed 3 vampires so far. Quirk is aware of at least 5.
What was the apparent age of the last one we killed? About the same?
Similar. So your Laszlo is guessing through his sleep-deprived eyes that there's probably one single older one or one not young one that's trying to create its own scourge. By the way, I can only use that word because I listened to Dresden yesterday when I was covering the pool and so on and so forth, and that's what he called it. A den of black vampires is called a scourge, per Bob in the Dresden Files.
Okay. So these are black Quirk vampires, yes.
So you have a bottom left or a heading to the top.
Just a quick examination of that well. Is it filled with water? Is it empty? How far down before the water is visible?
It is a well. It is actually does appear fairly clean water. It's up to you if you choose to drink it. It is dark, so you can't really see the bottom of it.
Drop a
But
coin.
there's no brackish smell or anything like that. Brackish.
Okay. If I drop a coin, how long does it take to hit the water?
Oh, it's pretty quickly. You see it. You don't hear it hit the bottom.
Okay.
Did you make a wish? Was it a penny?
I do. I make a wish that I keep secret, so I hope that it happens. But I
Okay.
realize that the evil
You'll
genie...
have to iron that to me later.
Yes, exactly.
Follow money units that we.
GGP.
John.
Josh Gold points.
Pieces.
Pieces, Josh Gold pieces.
But a penny doesn't count.
No.
No. You'll have pennies.
No.
Yeah, it's like a galleon versus a sickle versus a whatever. I don't know, Harry Potter.
Farthing.
Whatever.
Yeah. Nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which even after a while they just kind of start handling that stuff in the books.
Oh, that's terrible. All right. So you have the. Bob is actually just eyeing me his request.
I hope it's that his wife and
It's in game.
yes, in game.
I'll tell you what I wish for. Or Josh can tell you what I wish for.
I wish for unlimited Guinness, but he misspelled it.
No! Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, the genies.
Genies. Unlimited genies, man.
That way he can have unlimited wishes.
Yes.
But Guinness works too. Guinness works too.
Yes. Jeff, don't hurt your neck by bobbing your head like that. That was me at work today around 3:30.
Oh really?
No, that was yesterday when I was lying on the floor here after I'm working.
Quirk, I heard you say you were thirsty. Did you not want to drink things about?
You're suggesting, Dr. Brown, that I drink brackish water and
No,
the
not brackish.
blood of
Doesn't smell at all.
murderous vampires? I don't think so, sir.
I
No.
would never suggest such things. This water is not brackish.
Did you harvest anything from the 3 vampire corpses so far?
No, because if I harvested something from them, but we'd have to go fight more. I might as well just take the freshest thing. Also, it's powerful.
That's very pragmatic.
All right.
Let's look north.
North or southwest, Mikey? So, Mikey, just so you know, there's a round chamber with a well in the center. There's a
Okay.
corridor that heads to the north and a corridor that heads to the southwest.
Okay.
I think we should continue on to the right, which would be the north.
The right is where you just came from.
I know, following the right hand rule along the wall. Along the wall to the right, which would lead us to the north. North. Thunder, flash, north.
Whoop. I love watching you move on the
I
screen.
was looking to the south, so to the right would mean to the south.
We came in from, trust me, we're following the right wall.
You came in like a wrecking ball.
We could just say counterclockwise.
It splits actually. There's a corridor to the left and to the right.
Oh, forget it. Go the other one.
Or we could just simply continue on to the right.
What is it going to be?
Is it right? Is it right?
Who goes first? It's a single file corridor.
Quirk goes. Quirk will go.
Not Laszlo. I like
Early.
Erling, you go first.
Erling with his sight beyond sight.
Sure, I'll go first. I'm okay with that.
I'm guessing Laszlo jumps in
Okay,
second.
I meant Bob.
Okay, Quirk is first.
Yeah, I can see in the dark, so, and I hate vampires, so I want to go first.
Do any of us really like vampires?
Four goes next.
I'm not going in there. God, what do you think? I'm stupid?
Oh no, you're jumping. You're jumping with your pseudo.
And that leads to a small empty room.
Search the room.
Notice check. It's not D&D. You can't just say search it. I need to have you actually check for it.
But I'm a dwarf. I automatically notice 3.
You notice nothing.
I know it's an empty room.
You know nothing, John Snow.
What's your notice?
+2.
6. Go back to sleep.
Adam is rolling for Jeff.
7.
Unlike Jeff, Laszlo notices that there's nothing going on in this room.
Quirk exploded with a 9 on his notice.
Quirk also notices there's nothing exciting in this room.
9 wasn't good enough.
He exploded with a rage. He still got nothing. There's nothing
I got
there.
an 11 on my notice.
Ooh,
we
nice one.
specifically search every brick and roll a notice empty.
Okay, so by the time you're done, Erling is able to repoint every brick in there. You don't know what repoint means. That's where you fix the concrete between each brick. Okay.
I have a house with a chimney.
Are there like floorboards above us, like to other adjacent homes? Like,
What was that
are we
about?
still all in basements? Is that what we're looking at here?
You're probably under somebody's basement at this point.
Okay, like this is the Underdark.
Alright, let's back out and go up the other one.
Okay.
This is pretty much like being. This is just like Out of the Abyss, you know, trapped in the underworld with the Dark Elves guys. I mean, really, no difference.
You know, and there's actually a page of Out of the Abyss on Josh's coffee table right now.
Is there really?
Yes, there is.
I wonder who was reading that.
Yeah. You don't recognize this guy?
Oh, it's scratch paper.
Adam, your camera is actually not displaying for me. I don't know
No
if that's
cameras are displaying.
you.
Yeah, none of Adam's cameras are displayed. Apparently, we don't want to see Adam tonight.
Fair enough.
Which really does not make it different than any other night.
By the way, how was your vacation, Adam? I know this is incredibly belated.
Freaking fantastic, except for the
Oh,
actual
wow.
travel part.
Very
The,
cool.
the,
man.
the no
That's great.
family part was by far the.
That hurts.
All right, you see a single coffin in here.
Okay, 2 people on the coffin, 1 person watch the rear, 2 people watch the front.
Who's on the coffin?
Who's got a good strength besides Laszlo?
I'll watch the rear.
I'm on it.
Alright, Erling, you open, Laszlo will stab.
Huh.
You got a D10 fighting?
Whoa.
You got a D10 fighting?
Wow.
You need a strength roll for me, Josh?
Hold on a second. I'm trying to get to the right layer. There we are. Okay, Laszlo and Erling together. We'll call Quirk down here. You got us sitting here with his thumb, you know where. Shepherd has the backside.
Erling, go ahead, flip it open.
Who's flipping it open, Erling or Laszlo?
I guess I am.
It's probably Wash, who is stronger anyway. So
And who's got the better fighting?
yes. Go ahead, flip it. DJ strength check, Mikey.
Slap it up, flip it, rub it down.
Oh no!
6.
6. Erling flips open the lid. There's empty coffin. Adam's all
Did you stand
disappointed.
up and touch Jeff's dice for nothing?
Wait, search for a false bottom?
Nothing. I'm not gonna make you notice check that.
Boy, Lenia would not approve all these disturbing coffins.
They're undead.
Dead.
Destruction of undead? You don't think Lenia would approve of the destruction of the opposite of healing and life?
If you knew there were undead in there, she'd be okay with it.
Oh, okay.
With all the desecration.
Well, the good news is we haven't found any dead. So continuing on down that corridor.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna reveal
For
this.
secret doors.
Good idea. We should all do a notice. And by the way, should we be destroying these coffins so that
Secret alcove.
the occupants cannot return?
Maybe on the way out?
Very good,
Because
very good.
If the vampire is out wandering around and then he comes back and his coffin's destroyed, he'll destroy him, right? He's got nowhere to
Oh,
go.
we could just kill all the vampires.
You guys really like to do things hard.
There's a single coffin in here.
Alright,
Who's flipping it?
Erling, we do the same 2 again.
Same as before, I think.
Second verse, same as the first.
Erling, flip it.
5.
Erling flips the lid.
Is there anything in it?
There's the vampire number 4. Laszlo, fortunately sleeping.
5.
Jabs his stake into it, killing that vampire as well.
Hope we brought enough stakes.
I think we leveled up. I think we're done here. Let's leave. 4 out of 5 is not bad, right? No.
You've only counted 4 so far, Bob. You counted 5.
I guess you can't do much with vampire dust in
They don't dust when you kill them.
with your surgery.
Oh, it's that.
They're not turning into dust.
I haven't heard about dust. See, something like that. It's not dusted. Yeah. Approximate age?
Another youth.
Okay, we'll backtrack all the way out to the well room and continue on down that way.
Searching for secret doors at the same time. Even the layout suggests there's not much.
Alcoves.
Yeah. And we don't want to walk right past the coffin that's upright in the wall.
Mm. Or pull down the green curtain that happens to be green slime, instantly killing us without a save.
But.
Gentlemen, I have to step away for just a moment to check in on my roommate. But if there's anything that calls for recklessness, diving ahead, or attacking, Quirk's going to volunteer for that. I'll be back momentarily.
We'll wait for you.
No, don't wait. Keep going. Oh, and you've got my character sheet too, so you can roll for me. I just got to make sure all is well. Be back momentarily.
Say hi to Andrea for us. And her mom. Are we going to continue or wait?
I feel like we're right about to get to the big fight. The big fight. I think we should
I think that is a great sense. What's really interesting, though, is
wait. Close your eyes, Jeff.
so there's rooms in here that you can't get to. So, like, I can reveal here. There's a room that you can't get to.
Did you forget to put in the secret door?
No, it's just the map I found online. There's another one. Where was it? Up here on the right. Over up the very top right, there's one you can't get to. Up.
I'm trying to get this thing.
See the top right there?
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if there's supposed to be like an implied secret door.
You know what? I was looking for a single room, and this presented itself, which actually worked out pretty well. I'm happy with this little dungeon, for lack of a better term.
We're making our way through this awfully quick.
No, this is actually the intro to the adventure. So you'll see in a second. And Bob is back.
I'm back. Oh, how much time has passed? Has it been even close to an hour? Probably not. Well, maybe.
No.
Lifting things.
I was just telling Bob that there's like a room here that you guys can't even get to. The map is just kind of weird. Like off to your top left.
Yeah, I see it. Interesting.
So, arrow.
Yeah. What's your Josh has put down for a year?
What?
Gauntlet.
Less than a year.
Oh, really? I didn't realize you busted up the arcade cabinets.
I don't need the arcade counters. Play on my computer.
Uh,
4 more.
Hmm.
Four more, we presume only one contains a vampire. And you know what? Is this in honor of Monty Hall?
No, he did pass away. We should take a moment pause for Monty Hall and for Tom Petty.
Tom Petty. Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
4 people in Las Vegas?
And a lot of people in Las Vegas. Thank you.
I always
Alright.
thought it was awesome about Tom Petty that there's a post-apocalyptic movie called The Postman, and it's after nuclear war and civilization has pretty much fallen. But there's a ragtag leader of a group of people who somehow survived, and the mayor of that group is Tom Petty. And there's a scene where our hero runs into him and says, "Hey, weren't you somebody once?" And he just grins and says, "Not anymore, man. Not anymore." And you're like, "Wow, Tom Petty would have survived."
Wasn't that Kevin
the
Costner in that
apocalypse.
role in that movie?
Was it?
Wasn't he the postman? Kevin
Sorry?
Costner? Kevin Costner was the postman?
Yeah, that's right.
I never saw it, but I remember vaguely.
I saw that. I probably shouldn't have. Just from the time.
All right, so what do we got? We got 4 coffins and 5 characters.
Well, I got a few points left over, so I could speed some people up, and we could try to become very efficient with this. Gentlemen, there's a way that I can speed you up, but it will leave me quite drained, and I'll not be able to have many more tricks up my sleeves. Is it worth it?
I think we just go down the line. Go one after the other after the other. I don't think we need to do them all simultaneously.
Yeah, why I was gonna say, do we really need to do them all at once? I mean, we're being fairly quiet doing this.
Very well.
I think we might want to keep you with some PowerPoints just in case.
I don't know what that word is, but I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, those are those little blue pills that you take in the evening before you go out.
But it's not the red one?
No, these are the little blue ones.
All right, left or right?
Yes, I think I know which ones you're talking about. Once I take them, I feel like I want to get to the bathtub by the ocean and hold hands with my lover, who's also in a bathtub. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And what are you saying?
That is the exact scenario.
Kumbaya.
Gentlemen, I have a problem. It's been more than 4 hours, and it's not going away. What do I do?
Oh,
Dr. Braun, I need to consult you.
It's a new kind of Ripper tech.
Oh, what's happening to us? Okay, let's kill some vampires.
Mikey,
Sorry.
you got a Benny for that one?
Awesome, because it might come in handy in a minute.
say we start on the right.
Oops. Okay.
Sounds good. The one in the alcove on the far right?
Yeah.
All right, very good.
I can't see anything, so I'm just following you guys.
So of the 4 coffins, there's only one that's sort of in a recessed kind of alcove.
Okay.
We're targeting that one first. It's all the way on the right in the row of 4.
All right. Are we just having, since we're all kind of doing these, are 2 of us going to attempt to stab this guy?
I think we're all right now. We're all positioned to be standing around it while 2 people do all the work. Is that where we want the other 3 people to be?
I think so, yeah. And Shepard will keep an eye on the other coffins and let us know if they start to open.
Okay.
All right. So who's flipping it? Erling? You opening it?
Yeah, we'll do
I guess I'm opening it.
You and Laszlo?
Sure.
Seems like a good team.
Okay, Erling, give me a strength check.
5.
Whew,
Try to
solid.
lid off that thing. There is a vampire inside. Laszlo needs a fighting check.
what do you want him to do?
What's that?
I mean, do what you want him to do.
Well, he's not doing anything because he can't even keep his head up.
I think, I can't tell what his fighting is. I'm going to guess it's a D8.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least a D8.
Maybe a D10.
I thought I would have guessed he had a D10 at this point. Uh-oh, there goes Benny. That initial roll.
Let's see a sheet.
You want to roll fighting? Do I roll the right dice?
How about since he's sleeping, somebody else roll strength and I'll roll fighting.
That's fair.
Adam's got it. Roll it.
Okay.
7.
7. As Laszlo slams the stake into the heart, the other 3 caskets open, revealing vampires within each one.
Erling, I thought you said there were 5. No, Quirk, I thought you said there were 5 of them.
I saw at least 5. When you look at a stadium and you watch 5 people walk in, do you think there are 5 people watching the football match in the stadium? The cricket match?
Oh, so what you're trying to say is this is a stadium and we should have expected more than 5.
I'm saying, gentlemen, the game's afoot.
I'm just glad I got at least a D6 in smarts because I was able to figure that out.
Don't forget the 2 cards for Shepard.
You mean just like I did? I was actually trying to add that one as I was talking to you, as you were saying it. Show playing cards. Deal turns to turn order. Sort by card suit. Laszlo goes first. I'm gonna say that edit. Come on. Save change is fine. So the vampire in the middle, which you guys can't see the label of, is he is different than the others. He appears a little more aged, a little more experienced.
Okay. And which coffin is he? Can we tell by looking
He's
at
the
it which
middle
he is?
one. They all act together. One is there are 2 young vampires and there's 1 regular vampire, or a vampire count or something like that. Laszlo, you are up.
Right, Laszlo will attempt to just turn around and stab the with the same stake, stab the vampire that is on the other side of him.
All right, it is now a combat. So you stab it in the heart is a -2 called shot.
Okay. What options do we have for harming them or disabling them?
So you all have cold iron, so you can draw a weapon and engage in melee combat.
Oh, okay. Then Quirk will drop his
Yeah.
stake. Not Quirk. Lazo will drop his stake and attack with his.
Jeff, wake up! Jeff, roll the dice. You're fighting vampires.
He's got like a magic flail or something too, doesn't he?
That's right too.
He has this cold iron.
Fighting is a D6.
I actually think Jeff in general is a magic flail. I mean, fail.
Wow. Wow.
This looks like it's D10.
Well, I've been rolling D8s, so.
What do we got
I
for
mean
Jeff?
that with all the love in the world, by the way.
7.
All right, his parry of 8 deflects the. Oh, he's a young. His parry of 6 takes the damage. Damage is.
You gotta roll your damage on your magic flail.
Stop flailing about and roll the damage.
Ooh.
8.
Does not kill it.
Assuming it's no pluses. It's just 8, 2d6.
The strength plus D6 for the flail is not a kill. It is not a kill blow.
You don't get any benefits for it being
Yeah.
magic or holy or anything like that?
Is
Yeah.
it stunning blow? I mean, it's not even doing any damage?
It's not even shaken.
Ooh.
Toughness 9.
Alright, where's our cheat sheet?
Guys, these are vampires, okay? These are serious ass things.
I let you guys have your way to start. Now you gotta pay the piper.
Guys, will be right back.
Yeah, me too.
Just to say,
I broke the seal.
Well, sleep well.
you sleep well, so Andrea got back okay?
Yep. Oh, good. She texted me as well.
Yeah. And you must wake me up
I
as
will.
early as whenever you get up.
I'm probably going to get up at 7. I'll start the coffee, but maybe 7:30. I'll wake you up.
Because I am slow
Okay.
and I can't rush.
Yeah.
Because when I rush, I lose my balance,
No problem.
especially in the morning.
Don't rush.
So anyway, have a good game night
Thank you.
and sleep well.
Thanks. And you do the same.
Oh, I will.
And tomorrow morning, I think we probably need to shoot for a departure at around, call it 9:45,
Sure,
maybe?
sure.
Okay. All right, get some good sleep, rest up.
I have to empty my tote bag. It has my hair stuck in it.
Oh my.
And then I'm just going to throw it down the stairs. Or I may put it on the chair.
I'm more than happy to take it down as well.
It's empty, it's not heavy.
Okay.
I'll give Bob a second.
Thanks. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, sleep well.
Thanks, everything.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Bob, you're a good man. Does your shirt say Huey Lewis in the news?
Yeah, actually, Andrea was digging through her room, and she found some T-shirts from the 1980s. She attended this concert. There's also a Genesis T-shirt as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying some of the artifacts.
So what you're saying is you're wearing your wife's clothes.
I am. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Are you
I
wearing her
forgot to
panties
get this on
too?
YouTube.
I'm sorry, I had to ask.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. The first vampire, which is the one all the way on the right, leaps out of his coffin. He leaps to the left, using his.
To the left. Oh, leap.
He jumps out of the coffin to the left-hand side, which is the side you guys are not on, and flips the coffin over at Erling and Laszlo.
Does he hit the vampire that's in the middle there and the other vampire?
He has no. He moves. He moves. Do I have the right arrow? Yes. He moves to here,
Oh, that one
And
that's closest. I thought it was one
yes.
that's furthest.
and he flips his coffin over at Erling and Laszlo, attempting to knock them over and pin them down.
Oh.
Because I'm outside the box tonight.
Alright.
I have no idea how to roll
That
this.
might be sleeping inside of that thing,
He was sleeping inside. This is a young. He is going to roll. I'm going to roll a strength, and you guys have to pose your agility.
Mikey, I just emailed you what the room looks like now with the Vampire that's kicking over the coffin at you and Laszlo. So
Okay.
the email will show you, I think, what that looks like.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
All right, so he has rolled a d12.
Oh, gosh.
Jeff and Mikey roll an opposing agility check.
Opposing agility check.
Yes.
Ooh, bless you. Jeff, you are definitely fighting something, man.
Yes.
Hey. Hey.
Erling?
7.
7. He rolled a 6 on his d12. So you both successfully dodged the coffin he's tossed at you.
You fucking done yet?
No.
If you want to advance on him, I will move you up one. Or I can move you back one onto the coffin you've already destroyed, whatever was in it, in the contents of.
No, I'm moving into him.
All right. Erling advances up one. Laszlo as well. The other vampire in the back, who is a young, he advances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that! I counted squares, Bob. He attacks Quirk with his bite. So that is a fighting attack, I'm guessing, Bob. Fighting is D8. 4 fighting. What is your parry? Quirk. Bob, we can't hear you. Are the giant?
Quirk's got a parry of 5, so he barely avoids it.
All right. The other vampire, which is seems a little older, advances to the top and chooses to attack on an even Erling and on an odd Shepherd. It is an odd, so he chooses to attack Shepherd. It's funny, they go from vampire young to vampire count. There's no like middle of the road. So
you're either buffing the young or debuffing the count, I hope.
I'm taking a little off the count. His toughness of 13 would be impossible for you guys to kill.
8's going to be tough.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
By the way, according to our sheet, we are looking at either a wild attack or a cold shot is our best bet to do more damage.
Okay, a 6 fighting roll versus to Shepherd. What's your parry?
9.
Parry's a 9? Damn.
How is your parry a 9?
My unadjusted parry is a 6. I get a +1 parry bonus for my Ripper Claws and a +2 parry bonus for my Know Your Enemy skill. Or my Know Your Enemy edge.
And your enemy's vampire?
Yeah, I already had written it down.
I don't doubt that. I'm just questioning it.
I have a heavy jacket. I mentioned that earlier.
All right. So Shepherd puts up his arm as the creature attacks, and it runs into the Ripper Claws and is rebuffed.
That is awesome that you can do that.
All right, Erling, you are next. Shepherd skips his first attack.
Because I don't care.
I'm assuming this guy's right in front of us now.
What was that, Mikey?
Thinking about
I'm
it.
assuming he's right. I'm assuming I'm right in front of him now.
Yes, there's one directly in front of you.
Okay, so I'm going to.
I'm targeting this one from the one to Mikey's left, the one that attacked him with the casket.
Going to use my cold iron sword.
Now, does he have the gang up bonus from Laszlo?
If he does, then the vampire's going to gang a bonus on Laszlo.
I don't see that.
It's the same thing as the diagonal, the one to Laszlo's top left and the one to Laszlo's bottom.
You attack diagonal?
That's the question.
I don't think they have a gang up on
If anything, there's a gang up on Erling.
their own.
It would depend on who they're going to... Well, no, it doesn't depend on who they're going to attack.
I'm going to say no gang up for now.
Okay.
Because the gang up actually hurts you more than anything else. Because Erling gets ganged up on.
Well, hitting him isn't the hard part, it's the damage that's hard.
Yes. What do you got,
8.
Erling? 8 hits. He has a parry of 6.
So that was a hit with a raise, right?
No, he had a parry of 6.
Okay.
It would
It's
have
not
to be
shoot.
a
It's
10
not shooting. It's
for-
fighting. So that
That's
your
right.
count, your opposite is parry.
So this thing is strength plus D6.
Strength plus D6. Same as mine.
10?
10. So Erling lays into the young vampire. And shakes it.
Hmm.
It is now shaken. And we move on to Egon.
Let's see.
And so which one? It's the one that's furthest to the left on the screen?
Correct.
I thought it was the first.
No, the one to the Erling's left is shaken.
You know what? I was confusing Erling with fucking Bob.
That would
Quirk.
explain your confusion.
Yeah. Has Bob acted yet? I'm sorry.
Nobody has acted yet except for Erling and Laszlo.
Okay.
And
Quirk
the
is
vampire.
last.
I will shout to the one in front of Erling to try to draw his attention. And I will say, "You over there. I'm glad you're very far away because you're ugly with your muzzle dresses you funny."
I will take a Benny away from you for that.
You know, how do you try to do a smarts trick on a vampire? I'm working with all I've got.
So you're taunting.
No, I'm trying to do a smarts trick. I'm just trying to distract him, not to draw, not to do.
You're trying
what
to-
I want.
He's already shaken, so
so-
you can't inflict damage on him.
So Adam, here's an example of one thing you might do.
The
You might suggest to them that you've got reinforcements that are coming down any minute. In fact, there they are. Like you could try something like that and try to make them think that there's people behind them and get them to like turn around, kind of thing.
the one to the left of Erling.
Yeah.
Yes, that one is shaken.
I wanted to do this one.
Okay.
Sorry, I said Erling again, and I meant Quirk.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your. This is an opposed intelligence check.
I think it is smarts versus smarts. Yes. Yes. Oh wait. Okay, on a raise I get shaken.
You were back there? Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 2. So you beat me with a 2, and then you have 4 more and 4 more, so he's shaken as well.
Okay, yeah. So he has a -2 until his next action. Success. Opponent -2 parry. Opponent -2 plus. Okay, so he has a -2 to parry until his next action, and he is shaken.
Okay. I made that note duly noted.
'Cause I figure my thinking isn't to hang you out to dry, Shepherd. It's that it's probably going to be easier to shake him and get him killed and off the table.
All right, Shepard. So the one to your left.
He's the BN. He's the big bad man in
Yeah, he missed me.
So Shepard is facing off versus the big bad mammoth Jamma.
Wow.
Since Erling attacked the one to his left, I don't necessarily think that Shepard gets a gang up bonus.
I would agree. I don't think that's what the rules say, but I think the rules are wrong.
We are interpreting the rules as we so choose.
Good with that.
And Quirk, are you ready when Shepard's all set? He's looking at the gang up rule. He's looking at how to deal bigger damage.
That's on page 73 of the.
We have our cheat sheet here.
I didn't know it was my turn.
Yes,
I thought it was.
It was going to happen eventually.
I thought it was Laszlo's turn.
no.
Here we go.
You're Shepard. You're second from the bottom. We've already gone through everybody else.
Sorry.
It's all right.
All right, he's gonna take a swing at him with his ripper claws.
All right.
It's a
Mm.
fighting.
Roll. Yep. Instinct.
That was awesome.
Instinct. That's an IQ.
I got a 7.
You-
And my bonuses count.
You have a bonus when you're fighting something unnatural. I think something supernatural, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
It's
my
one of your.
my righteous fury adds +1 to strength-based damage rolls.
Okay.
Ah.
If
super.
my 7
but your 7 attack roll is better than his 6 parry, so you're still doing. You've successfully hit him.
so strength plus d6. plus.
So 2d6 you're gonna roll. What's your strength, Joel?
My strength is 6.
So you roll 2d6 and add them together, and then add the +1.
2 plus 2
4,
plus 1.
5.
I don't think that's going to be his toughness of 10.
No, his toughness of 10. He shakes off the wound, grins at you with his fangs dripping with his vampire grossness, and we.
Now can I use my Benny for the damage roll?
No.
No.
Unless you have a talent. There's an engine that lets you do that. And I really.
You can re-roll the hit, and then if you succeed, you can re-roll the damage.
Yeah, no. No,
Well,
when you do that,
that's not an easy hit.
I think that it's a wise move to not re-roll that. To not
All right,
take the benefit.
Quirk, you are up.
Now,
Okay, so Quirk's going to try to get ambitious and do two actions at the same time. So it will be a multi-action penalty. He is going to cast Entangle on the Mama Jama and his baby. It's a burst, so if I target that corner, it can catch the two of them without. It's a burst in a circle, and so it would catch them, presumably without catching Erling. Are you in agreement with that?
Say that again. You're trying to. How far?
You cast it like here or here in a way that it only affects these squares.
You,
but not
I
these.
really wish there were some letters here, so I could. To the north of the second coffin.
Well, you know how there's a blank. Look where Erling is, and there's a diagonally north west. There's a space right there.
Yes.
So if I fire a circular burst in the northeast corner of that square, it should capture the two vampires without catching Erling.
I don't see that for certain, but I'll let you have that. Go ahead. We'll see. You can center it wherever you need to center it.
Okay, it's just a circle. Imagine a circle. And
Yeah, no.
touch
So
the two
I'm
vampires
letting you have it.
without
I'm
Erling.
not fighting the battle.
So that's the first of the two actions. Going to take a multi-action penalty, so it'll be at -2.
Yep.
Here's the roll on that. 5. Ooh, -2. I just missed. I'm going to use one of my bennies. I'm going to try to roll that one more time. That's better. So it's a 10 -2 for the multi-action roll, so that is a 8.
So I have to oppose that with my.
Strength or agility? It's agility.
Okay, so for the regular vampire, I rolled. Oh, I wasted a 7. For the big Mama Jamma, I'm actually going to continue to use the young, but I'm going to make him a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
That's the safest way for me to do it.
Oh, baby.
I will spend the Benny and roll worse.
You got more
You got more
bennies?
bennies. You can keep going.
No, I'll just save the bennies for next turn when I want to disentangle them. So they are both entangled for the moment.
They are both entangled. That was a hit with a. Was that a raise on their roll?
Yeah.
One was a 7 and one was a
What was the second roll? What was the big back?
5.
5. So when it's opposed, it goes from an 8 to a 10. So I think it's a raise on the second roll, but not on the first. The first guy was able to just get a regular. So for the first one who saved, or who failed to save,
Right.
they are just -2 to pace and every skill linked to agility and strength.
Okay.
And then the second guy, we hit with a raise, so they are restrained. And
Okay.
so next round they can break free, but right now their parry is 2, and they cannot use any skills that are linked to agility or strength.
This really benefits you when you go first, not last in a round.
Yeah.
It's each following round. So you're right; they're going to get a save right away. But
Well, potentially. You don't know yet. We have to reveal. But you're okay. So with the other guy in front of you now.
so now he's got the second action, and he is actually going to cast quickness on Laszlo, who's our beefy brawny
I'm
guy.
so glad that I took the time to shake the guy who's standing right in front of you, Bob.
I know, but I'm not going to hit because my strength is a D4, man, and my fighting is miserable. So I could do something to, make our big gun bigger, so he gets 2 attacks to make up for my missed one for the next 3 rounds. I think that is more
Warlord.
effective because I'm going to swing and totally miss that.
That's
And I'll
totally
be-
warlordy.
And I'll be swinging at a -2 as well, since it's a multi-action penalty. So a 6. That is a success. So I think Laszlo is now quick for the next 3 rounds.
Oh,
All right.
well, we can't whoop it.
I'm gonna deal.
Oh, fuck me.
Whoa there, killer.
Really? Oh. Of course, who gets the fucking Joker?
Shepherd.
The-
Shepherd is allowed to work to act on his jokers.
Yeah, the Joker was the exception to his weakness.
And the other Joker went to the bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
both jokers went in.
Oh.
Wow, 2 jokers and 2 aces.
Wow.
Never seen a hand like that come out.
That's something.
You're just jealous because you're last, Laszlo.
I saw me first too. I was like, oh, this is great. And then I looked next to me too.
So-
felt better if he got an 8.
So Shepherd, you get to act first. You get +2 on every single roll.
Alright, so
In front of you is the wild card vampire, so he's going to be harder to kill.
But he's the one who's fully immobilized right now, right?
He is completely restrained.
And he's shaken at the moment as well, right?
He is shaken as well, I believe, is part of that, right, Bob?
He just has a parry of 2 because he has no fighting and he has no agility and no strength
You might
skills.
want to do a wild attack. Because it's going to help your damage. It's a +2 to fighting and attack damage, but -2 to parry until next action.
And his parry is going to be counterminded by the +2 parry that he gets against
is
vampires.
that going to impact my parry?
Yes. So your parry, your 9 parry will be at a -2,
Alright.
but you get +2 to fighting, and +2 to damage.
It sounds like a reasonable trade-off.
And you may even want to try and attack the 2 different vampires.
He can't reach the other one.
You could move.
He's better off to hit that guy twice.
So I will.
I don't think that's. Yeah.
I'll do a wild attack with my Ripper Claws. And this
Sure.
so now my fighting is a +2.
Yes, but are you going to act a second time this round? If you're going to attack him and twice, or you're going to attack him and somebody else, then your -2, your +2 for the Joker gets offset by a -2 multi-action penalty.
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to attack him twice.
Okay.
You also get, so you're at a +4 if you're doing a wild attack. So you
So
get +2 to fighting from the wild attack.
+2 to fighting.
+2 from the Joker.
Stop. You can call a shot.
Oh yeah, you can do a called shot.
Aim for the heart.
I said a called shot to the heart was -3.
So you would effectively be rolling a +1.
But on a hit and a successful, I'll say damage, would kill him. Versus having to inflict 2 wounds.
Yeah,
Keep track of all that.
I got it.
Alright, so my fighting is an 8, so I'm rolling an 8 and a 6 and adding 2 to it.
In this case, we're just going to add 1.
Because you're -3 for calling the shot to his heart.
Okay, I'm calling a shot.
What'd you get?
5.
That might be. Well, his parry's a 2, so that's a hit.
That is a
That is
hit.
a hit. That's actually, guys, that's a hit with a raise.
So you gotta roll damage and an extra d6.
It is. It's a hit with a raise. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's 3d6 +2 +4. Because
And you know what else he gets to
+2.
add onto that? Because he's got the edge that gives him extra damage against the supernatural. Another +1.
So 3d6
3d6
plus.
+5.
We're just making shit up now.
3, a 3, and a 2.
That's not awful.
8.
Plus 5 is 13.
To the heart.
Toughness of 9.
That's a hit with a raise.
That is a hit with a raise.
That is 2 wounds.
Shepherd drives the Ripper Claws with their slightly cold iron coating
Retro cold iron coating.
into the chest, ripping through the heart and puncturing it, killing the lead vampire.
So I just killed this guy with really mediocre rolls.
With a lot of bonuses. If you didn't have the Joker, that wouldn't have happened.
And if he wasn't
If he could
paralyzed, so
do
his
one
parry was a
attack,
2.
that wouldn't have happened.
If I ain't choose to do one attack instead of 2 attacks.
That's a good point. You would have missed that too.
Yep.
Like I said, I got this.
All right. Is it fair for me to give the other 2 vampires the Joker? Because that
Yeah.
probably would have. Okay.
You grouped them all. You grouped them all, so that's the rule.
Okay. So Vampire 1 is shaken. He will just. What is it to unshake?
Spirit.
Spirit D6.
That's the one below Laszlo. to
I rolled a
left.
D6, so I'm gonna. He can act completely normally.
Yep.
The one that is entangled, Bob.
So he has to just free himself, and that is a strength or an agility roll to break free.
Actually, the one in front of you, Bob, has nothing on him. The other one has everything.
Correct.
He was
So,
shaken.
The
So
one in front of Bob was shaken. If that's who you just rolled for, he's no longer shaken.
I
Yeah.
actually rolled for the one in front of Erling, which Erling had shaken. He is no longer shaken.
Wait,
But I
wait.
have
The
to
one in front of
disentangle him.
Erling was the one that was entangled as well.
Right? How do I get out of entangled?
Entangled is just a strength or agility roll to break free against a D4 difficulty. Oh, but wait, Josh. Before you do, you can just choose to stay entangled and still act at just.
Actually,
-2.
it's just a fighting roll, so I don't need to disentangle him. He has no agility roll.
But to unentangle yourself takes up your turn, and I don't know if you want to.
I don't need to do that. The one.
Is he at a -2 for strength and agility traits, Bob, or is that not?
I thought it was just agility.
It's a -2 to skills linked to agility and strength.
Okay,
So he's at a -2 if he wants to fight.
I'll take that. He's a D12.
Yeah.
But you could do multi-action. You could free yourself, and then a -2 for everything else.
He's okay.
Like,
He'll
it's
stay
not that
entangled.
big of a deal with the Joker. You can just
the-
keep the entanglement on you and still kick butt.
The one in front of you who is shaken, I rolled a 4, so he's no longer shaken.
Okay.
All right. So the one in front of Erling is entangled. He is still going to attack Erling as a fighting roll.
So he's flush.
Right.
Is that a D12?
His strength is D12. His fighting is a D8.
Oh,
Come on.
But I get a -2 because I'm entangled.
but you have +2 for the Joker.
But I have +2 for the Joker.
And you get +2 for damage, so it's still a pretty good roll. it's still
Erling,
pretty
what is
good.
your parry?
17. Okay. 6.
Spending a Benny. I rolled a 5, and I rolled a 1. Oh, fuck that, another 1. All right. Erling is impenetrable. He turns into Colossus. Ding, 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 ding. He's all metal. He's completely impenetrable.
It's a cold iron leather jacket.
I guess it's got cold iron plates in it.
If you're Colossus, does that mean you have to pick Erling up and throw him at somebody?
Needless to say, I'll put that die away for a moment. Well, I pick up another one for the attack against Quirk.
Blast cannon.
What is your parry?
My parry is a 5.
Oh, I got the. Oh no! Wait a minute! Both of mine hit.
Plus
My-
2.
I forgot the +2, so they all. The first one's hit in both
you were
cases.
a +2 and a -2. You were flush.
For the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he failed. This one is a 4
Imaginary
+2 is a
bond
6.
slowed you down just enough.
So this one is a hit. He is doing damage
This is
strength.
gonna hurt. Oh,
Plus
this is gonna
D6.
really hurt. I only have 2 bennies left.
On my 6, I roll. On my D6, I rolled a 1. On my D12
Oh,
for strength, I rolled a 3.
That's 4.
That's
Plus 2.
4. +2 is 6.
which, according to my toughness, is a 6.
So that would make you shaken.
I'm shaken.
But not stirred.
Wait, do you have any special abilities in that stat block? Do they have any cool things that they do?
No. Anyone incapacitated becomes one of me.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting.
All right. Vampires have gone. Egon. So the one to the left of Erling is still entangled. The one to the left of Quirk is completely free and clear of all effects.
You're gonna run away.
No, I don't think so.
That just means that, like, the way that we calculate parry, is off of fighting, so his fighting is 2 lower than what it is. So his parry is 1 lower than what it would normally be. But he still gets +2 on his rolls.
That's right. Maybe I should just do a straight. I was gonna do a smart trick, but he's gonna oppose me with +2.
Pretty smart, though.
I'm thinking maybe I'll just take a shot at him with my bow and arrow. At the one by Indiana Jones there.
Erling.
Are you going to race over and start trying to preserving corpses, parts?
Now we'll take care of everything.
Okay.
Now I can do straight damage with a wooden arrow if I don't hit the heart. If I don't do a called shot, I can do straight damage. Oh, fuck. Alright, fuck it then. I'll do a called shot.
-3.
Oh, I missed. No surprise.
No critical failure though, because I'd have to make Erling.
No.
We worried.
Oh boy, that'd be bad.
You can move.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Erling.
I'm gonna. I guess it makes it most sense to the one who's still right in front of me, who's entangled, right?
Correct.
Okay, because the other one is not near me, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna whack at him with my cold steel sword.
There you go.
Six.
6 is a hit to his parry of 6.
Okay, so strength plus d6. Six.
Ooh.
You stab into his rotting flesh and inflict no damage.
Wow. Wow. These things
They're
are
not
tough.
easy. They're toughness of 9. I mean, you have
There's
to explode.
no pluses, huh, Bob, for that entangle thing for us?
He has a slightly lower parry, but
Okay.
that doesn't reduce his toughness at all. So
His parry
You
of
know, with a hit.
-2. If Mikey had rolled an 8, then he would have hit with a raise and got an extra d6. But he hit with a 6, so it didn't make a difference.
Parry's only -1 anyway. If his fighting is down 2, parry goes down 1.
But there is now a gang up bonus that is starting to accumulate around this guy, so not all is wasted.
And I mean, you gotta be honest. I mean, although Josh is probably being nice to us, I mean, these guys are definitely a little bit tougher than we're used to fighting, for sure.
I'm not being particularly nice, but I am definitely following the rules a little stricter than I typically do.
We did jump a tier, so
Yes.
We also took out the nastiest of the three of them,
Yes.
like nothing.
yeah. Well, Joel hasn't had a chance to go again, so.
All right. Quirk, you are up. The one to your left is unshaken and unharmed.
Gotcha. And my problem is if I step away from him, I think he gets a free attack, right?
Yes, he
You have
does.
It does. But I would surmise at this point you do have a gang up bonus.
Whoever Laszlo attacks is going to get a gang up bonus.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's better for me not to bother attacking and to use my mind. I've got 3 points left, I think, so I can just make somebody quick. So, guess what, Shep?
Shepherd?
No, if you don't attack, he doesn't get the gang up bonus.
I know, but I am not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I would waste my roll if I did that, so I might as well blow my last 3 points.
See, that's why those little blue pills come in handy, because he's a lover, not a fighter.
Mikey, you get a Betty for that one.
Shep, good news. I didn't fail my mentalist roll, so now you have quickness as well. You get 2 turns next round.
You get to attack 2 times.
And actually, it's 2 actions, it's 2 moves, it's 2 minors or whatever you want to call it. So it's not just your 1 action; it's a move as well.
All right. Quirk is done. Shepherd has already acted. Laszlo is left. Laszlo is left.
This is gonna be-
Laszlo, wakey,
Look
wakey.
up.
You have 2 attacks.
So,
Go for the entangled one across from Erling.
The one to the left of
Erling
Erling is entangled. He has -2 agility, which is really not going to impact you. The one
You would get a gang up bonus.
But you did a gang up bonus on him. The one to the south of you, since Quirk did not attack, you did not get a gang up bonus for. Quirk says you have 2 attacks. That actually requires 2 different weapons, though, doesn't it?
No, you get 2. It's like getting 2 turns. You can use the same weapon. twice.
Adam's giving me the hand wave signal. Fine. You get 2 attacks.
If you're doing multi-action, that's how it's supposed to work. But
Yeah, you're right.
These are 2 separate turns.
Yeah.
So I'm going with my sword. I'm going with one that's against the gang up bonus.
To
Sword to my upper left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He does pick up fast when he's asleep.
that's true. Kind of, you must be getting into his subconscious.
Is that a Benny that just got used?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy.
11.
11. So you hit with a raise.
Oh.
So it gives you an extra d6 on your damage die.
D6 on a sword, or D6 on a sword.
Sounds about right.
No, don't you have a magic flail or something?
Yeah.
The flail's
I
silver.
was using my cold iron sword so I could hurt him.
Oh, okay. I thought your flail was like holy and divine and an artifact.
Bob, do you want to do a quick search for the damage on a sword?
Yeah, sure. On it.
It'd be a D6 plus
Plus your strength, plus the sword.
plus that, right? 3D6.
Longsword is strength plus D8.
So d8
D8.
and 2 d6s.
So trade one of your 6s in for an 8. Your strength is only a 6, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh.
So 2d6 and a d8 added together.
Agility,
Oh, that's right. 'Cause you
right? 9.
You shake him.
Hmm.
But now you can attack him again.
Hey, does he get a gang up bonus if he just attacked on his own self? No.
I
He
don't
can't.
think it works that way.
No.
No.
Attack him again.
You're going to attack him again.
But no, you have to roll the attack. Yeah, 'cause you're
Did you
fighting
just roll the
a D6.
damage?
Yeah.
I thought your fighting was a D10.
His shooting might be.
Oh, I thought Laszlo was more of a fighter than a
4.
shooter.
That's not
No, what's his gang up bonus? +1?
good. Yeah.
I could shoot a 5. He needs a 6 to hit.
Is this parry a 5 after the -2 to agility?
No, it is not. You're right, you're hit. Is agility...
Agility determines parry, so agility is 2 less than it normally is, so you have to readjust parry. I think the effect would be it drops parry by 1.
So you are hit. The 6 damage is not enough to kill it, though.
Oh, so he was a hit. Woo.
Yes. All right.
Deal.
Oh, actually, I need to shuffle
Bring
first.
a shuffle in.
Was his toughness greater than 6, by the way? Because he is
Yeah,
shaken.
the toughness is a 9.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got a joke right now.
Oh, Shepherd acts first regardless.
Except,
Wow.
Oh, that's a jack.
When's the last time I've gone first 2 turns in a row?
Shepherd, I assume you're going to move here.
After never.
The only time over.
You'll get a +2 to hit.
So this is gang up,
Gang up is a +2,
and he's entangled.
and he's entangled.
And he's shaken.
I think that a wild attack would be wise here as well. Because if you finish him off, nothing should attack you.
Okay.
They act last, too, so you have a very...
Yeah.
So I get +2 on my attack.
+1, 2, 4, +4.
That's 4.
2 for the gang up bonus. What are the other 2 for?
Wild attack.
Oh, wild attack, right.
11 plus 4, 15.
So you hit with a raise. That means you have extra d6 on damage.
Wow, that's a great hit.
Go back to the 3d6.
So I say, plus I think he gets a 1 for. It doesn't hurt.
9. You need a 9 or better, Joel.
That 1's going to help.
10.
10 plus
Plus
1.
+2 for the wild attack.
Shepherd definitely comes around the back, stabs right through from the back with the Ripper claws, puncturing the heart, killing the vampire immediately.
Wow.
This is what you do to vampires.
Well done, Baka.
Laszlo.
You guys
Wait,
know- you guys know
I think
what-
you've forgotten. Barker is quick this round. So come save
Oh,
me.
that's right.
He had to move to get there.
He can
I know,
move in,
but
though.
when you get a separate turn, it comes with another move and another action.
I was gonna go there, so I can
Move all the
definitely
way up.
have.
You already have it.
Yeah, okay.
So now you have a gang up of
Do I
you-
still have quick?
You have quick.
You do,
Yeah, for 3
He
rounds.
did,
So you've
Joel
only
does not
used
have a
like
gang
3
up.
rounds.
Nobody's attacked that one last turn.
Yeah, nobody attacked yet.
So you can attack this guy as your regular attack.
Okay, I will attack him
There's no gang up bonus.
with the Ripper Claws.
You could try the wild attack again,
I thought what that would do was parry.
but it'd destroy his parry. Yeah.
Exploded my 8-sided.
Did you seriously?
Nice.
So that's 13.
13 is a hit with a raise, so it's an extra d6 damage.
So we're back to 3d6.
This is fantastic. This is a good use of quickness.
Do I get to explode my damage?
Yes, you do.
I like it when you ask that question.
So 8 plus 1 plus 1. 10 plus,
I think you get 1 for your trait, right?
yeah, for my Righteous Fury. So that's 11.
All right, so that shakes the last vampire.
Lovely.
And who's next?
Laszlo is next. He's already got there, so he's a flanking bonus of +1.
Plus 1. I think you should wild attack.
Wild attack.
Yeah.
Go wild,
I'm
man.
okay with my kid and my parry.
Yeah, if you kill him, it doesn't matter.
Alright.
Erling's going to come in and wild attack him too, so.
So
Erlen, just
fighting
take the shot.
plus, what do I get, plus 2 for wild attack?
Plus 2 for wild attack, plus 1 for gang bonus.
So net +3.
Oh yeah.
14.
14 hits with an explosion, so you get an extra d6 for damage.
Why are you only rolling 2 dice, Jeff? Oh, sorry, I missed that. Wait, hold
Why
on.
don't you go back to sleep?
Your sword is a D8.
That's what she said.
Oh goddamn! Fuck me twice.
2 explosions.
Oh, I think he's going down.
$26.
Is that with the 2 for the wild attack?
Oh my god.
Laszlo slides in there, and he looks like Zorro. The sword is just blazing back and forth, and before you see it, not only is the head removed, it's sliced in half again.
Did you damage
Wow.
the teeth? The teeth.
Bloody hell, remind me not to pick a fight with the lot of you. Jeez.
Shepherd lets out a blood-throwing yell.
Wow, you guys woke Shepard up. All right.
Something about him.
Shepard, I hate to say something good about Clinton, but that was some good fighting.
I searched the bodies in the coffins.
Oh, interestingly enough, Mikey,
Search for alcohol.
on the body of the leader, you find a telegram.
Wait, Josh, don't tell me. It's one of those biplane stamps from 1918, upside down, worth millions, right?
Like a Brewster's Millions?
As I say, but then
No.
you have to use it to send the notice to the lawyers.
That's
Sorry, go ahead.
No contact with Budapest. Stop. Proceed at once. Stop. Find Terra Lagrange. Stop. So this is obviously something for the Rippers that should probably be brought to Mina's attention.
I think you should bring this to Mina.
Terra was put in charge of the old world. I should probably don't remember. I mentioned that, but you don't remember that.
No, totally not wrong.
That's why I said it. That is actually, by the way, the plot point starts when the heroes kill or capture a vampire or werewolf.
So what if you kill 5 of them?
So it worked out. You killed 5 of them.
All right. So what's our next adventure going to be then?
Actually, you killed 6 of them.
By the way, gentlemen, I just want to say, if I ever do get turned into a vampire, I think I'm going to, paint the place, put up some proper rugs. I mean, who lives like this? This is ridiculous.
Gentlemen, time is wasting. What do we want to take from the vampires? Do we want the teeth, the eyes, or the blood?
Or all.
We don't have time to work with one of the three.
Can't take his hearts.
Yeah, no, sorry, the hearts have been little destroyed. Very well done, Shepard. But yeah, we cannot take the hearts out.
Actually, there is one heart because Laszlo beheaded.
What do we do with the hearts?
Okay.
You could try to experiment. Don't forget, just because it's not
I
in the
don't
rule
have
book.
anything in mind right now. I want to.
And do you really want to have experimenting on your heart?
Not with me. I just said you could.
Take my knife out and
I think the blood would probably be the easiest to get a good amount of.
You having fun?
Fairly quickly, anyway.
I have no interest in the eyes.
Or is that wood?
I will one day control the minds of others with my own mind. I don't need a vampire's eyes to do that.
cold iron knife.
So the blood, are we harvesting the blood and trying to want invisibility? Yeah.
I will let you harvest for one Ripper Tech upgrade for somebody, and 2 elixirs. There's enough bodies here that I'll you call in the Ripper Extraction Squad, the cleanup squad, the Brute Squad. No, not the Brute Squad. The cleanup squad.
Is this where like Men in Black drive up with like the truck and they like make everybody look at the flashy thing?
Pretty close.
They just clean up the mess.
Or what's the one, John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson?
No,
Yeah.
it's
They call the cleaner.
They call the cleaner.
it's Bridget Fonda, where she's the killer, and the
Yes.
cleanup
Point
guy
of no
shows
return.
up. Point of no return, and the cleanup guy shows up with the boxes of acid.
Yeah, the remake of La Femme Nikita.
Yes, but it
Yeah,
had
it was,
but wait,
what's
it had
the-
Bridget Fonda in her panties.
Which is interesting because the same guy in that movie is the same guy in the John Travolta movie who's the cleaner.
Yeah, but it didn't
Yeah,
have
it
Bridget
was,
Fonda in her panties.
Harvey Keitel?
No. Bridget Fonda's much hotter than John Travolta. Any day of the week.
Speak
So-
for
Yeah, but
yourself.
Harvey Keitel gets fucked up in Point of No Return.
All right, so
Who's the greatest cleaner in the movies? Stanley Spadowski.
Sometimes you have to get down there in between the tile with the 2 guys like, my floors are dirty as hell, I'm not going to take it anymore.
all right, so you have the option for 2 potions and 1 Ripper Tech upgrade for 1 person. What do you have to roll for all those things?
I don't know. I figured I'd just handle it offline.
Okay, who wants a Ripper Tech upgrade that are either fangs or eyes?
I think the blood could also go into a Ripper Tech upgrade as well.
I think the fangs would be pretty cool.
Mm.
Are you implying that Erling would like the fangs?
Are they retractable? Can Erling hide them?
Yes,
when he
they
likes?
are retractable.
Ooh, nice. That's pretty cool, Erling.
I think Erling would be willing to talk to Egon about the fangs if he was willing to get a set of them.
All right, so will you whip out your needle nose pliers?
Yep, yeah, you got a set of fangs.
If you think back to the Deadliest Catch, like season 2, Captain Phil was talking to his son who had a tooth infection. He said, "You ain't a man until you pulled out a tooth with a pair of needle nose pliers," and the kid did it.
Is that what the father said? Jesus Christ, I was kidding.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
So
So the things, if this is successful too, don't mind. There's a risk with all this. Character can grow fangs as a free action with do strength plus d4 damage.
That's awesome.
Gains an additional fighting bite attack with the normal multi-action penalty. The fangs can hurt any creature of its basic type. Sorry, regardless of invulnerability or weakness. A werewolf, for example, can always bite another werewolf, so you would always be able to bite a vampire and do damage. So it's not everything. I apologize. I screwed that up.
that's all right.
So it would be for attacking another vampire, basically.
You or anything that you can attack anything, but if it has an invulnerability to like piercing damage or whatever, it would only go through against a vampire.
You'd always have a way to damage vampires. What he's saying.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
It could work against other things, but and it would be your attack.
It also strikes me that they're probably pretty sharp. So if you're ever tied up, you instantly got a switchblade that they can't take from you.
And it's a really easy way to open beer cans.
Yeah.
True. You could shotgun a beer can super easy with those things, I bet.
Oh, and you know what else you could do? You could like go
Shotgun a beer
like, in a
barrel.
group of kids
There's
and
no
then
cans.
like flash the fangs and then bring them back in and pretend like nothing happened and freak them the hell out.
Aluminum is still really difficult.
I'm entertaining this idea. If Egon can get if we can just rip out a pair of fangs, we can try to talk about it later.
Okay, so
I was gonna say-
Somebody else at the lodge can put them in.
No. No. It's my turn to play. The other thing is that I plan on doing an extract for ethereal form.
I said you could do 2 of those.
Yeah, but we can. There's a third thing. We have 4 bodies here. We can extract the blood from a third as well, and do that as an implant. where you could cast invisibility with spirit as the roll. If successful, you're invisible for 2d6 rounds, but you do suffer a level of fatigue at the end, which can only be recovered after 8 hours of sleep, or 4 in a coffin with a lair of a hero's home soil. And the other one is the eyes that allows you to cast puppet, with the same restriction. Once it's over, you are fatigued until you rest.
Do you think the lodge would have any problems if I put a coffin in my room?
Probably, you would probably find coffins in a couple rooms.
My guess is probably not.
Okay.
I think Nina's probably got some of these upgrades going on.
Yeah, I don't know how she's been surviving on her own without them.
I like the idea of possibly either one of those or both of them.
Ooh, both would be tough. I mean, I'll tell you too. The teeth are a -1 to reason. The ethereal form is a -2 to reason.
What's reason?
We've never used that once.
Bob, no, we made Bob roll it. Adam and I would have to review the rules.
I know I've got a number on my sheet, but I don't know what the hell it's for.
Basically, if that gets to 0, you go crazy and you're in an asylum and your character is gone. Like it's equivalent to death as far as the mechanics go.
Okay, I got plenty of reason to spare right now.
Yeah, the idea basically is the more you upgrade yourself, the better the chance that you're slowly going to go insane. There's a bit of a cost to these things.
Yeah,
I'm already insane. It's been how many years I can't find my father, and you guys are not helping very much.
And
Actually, Mikey, the problem becomes I can write everybody's background in, except your background actually ties into the main plot line. So I had to be a little more judicious with the use of yours.
I will say.
Oh, okay.
On the Ripper's Guide, page 50 has the implant table, so you can see what kind of things could go wrong. I believe I have a +2 to all of those rolls, though.
And Mikey, reason ties to your spirit. Every time you increase your spirit, your reason increases by 1 point. It's 2 plus half your spirit.
Yeah, right. Just so you guys know,
What? This time I raised my spirit, I didn't change my reason, so I don't know if I need to. I went from a D6 to a D8 spirit, but I didn't change my reason.
So your reason should be a 6 right now.
Okay, that's what. Okay, then I did get it right. Okay, it's a 6.
Okay.
And by the way, we're going to level up right now.
Okay.
You should. I think I might have mentioned leveling up last time. There's no reason not to level up this time before we finish the plot point.
Okay.
So we're going to throw a level up in. We're going to do this, and you're going to get 2 options at your ethereal potion.
Okay. So, well, whatever we don't use for implants will go towards an ethereal extract.
Okay. So, Mikey, you're going for both teeth and bloodletting?
The ethereal form.
I don't know. I may just go for the ethereal form.
Don't forget, there's payment there, because when you use that, you are fatigued.
Yeah, so it's a -1
Versus
to
teeth,
everything.
when there's no payment in the teeth, and that's just. But that's only like. I guess if somehow I lose my weapons, having the teeth is not a bad thing.
True. You'll always be armed.
Well, you know what? As long as we actually get together and complete this over email before the next session, then we can do the rolls offline. I think.
Yeah, we can make
We don't
our
have to
decisions
hammer
up
this out
front.
in front of people right now who are already falling asleep. Well, Joel's not always falling asleep, but.
Well, when you start the next session,
I'm fine with that, Adam and Josh. If you guys are okay with that.
Honestly, Adam and I probably have to look at the process.
Then there's that too. But
I wouldn't mind, guys, if the start of next session we role played out and see how it goes. Just make it the beginning of the next session.
We
the
can
surgery
iron-
of early.
Rolls and just talk it through.
We can at least iron out what we have to roll
Yeah.
to make the determination next session.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if we could just kind of chat through some emails, just so I understand all the ramifications of doing this,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I will
and then
say-
I'm totally good role playing it out at the next session.
And I will let you level up
I was-
before you make those rolls,
Okay.
because I'm super nice.
You are super nice.
Because he wants a Ripper Tech to happen.
I want you to have some variety.
Well, Josh, honestly, that's kind of why I'm like, you know what? Otherwise, it's that's the whole point of this game,
Yeah,
right?
why are we playing Rippers Resurrected if we're not going to do any Ripper Tech?
Right.
Well, that's exactly it, Adam. Like, what are we doing if we're not gonna like try to have some fun with it?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to turn you all into freaks. Perfect.
Either way, it gets interesting because if we fail, then we're going to take on some weird insanity quirk that we have to role play out, and that'll be interesting as well. So it's a win-win.
I
Yes.
agree.
So
That's happened to you guys.
between now and Thanksgiving, my Mondays have suddenly become full with robotics programming class. So our Tuesday's a problem for anybody. So we were scheduled to play the 16th next. Can we make that Tuesday the 17th?
Good for me.
Should be fine for me.
That may be really tough for me. I can say we can try, but
Is it that particular day, Mike, or Tuesdays in general?
no, it's just that particular day. But actually no, I think that should be fine. The only reason I say that is because it's the NASP conference that week, and I'll be at the conference in DC. But hold on one second, because I actually don't think the conference starts till Wednesday morning. So I think Tuesday will be fine. Let's make it work.
All right.
And I'll be 3 hours behind you. I'll be in Seattle that week, but so I might be just a little late, but I think that'll work too for me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
I'll
next,
make it work, Josh. I
sweet.
know we've had so much trouble scheduling. I'll make it work.
So next session then is Tuesday the 17th. This is only going to be for like 3 sessions for us. It's just a matter of I have to do.
Unless
Sorry.
you find that Tuesdays work better.
Yeah.
Because
I don't right now. I don't have any issues with Tuesdays all the way through November. So
It's a rough Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Since I have 8 or 9 o'clock basketball games on Wednesday and Thursday.
I think Mondays are just rough. in
I'm just
general,
gonna have to half-ass it at work.
as opposed to
3/4 assing it at work.
yeah.
Teacher assistant.
All right, guys. I am stopping the recording.